Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Adrian here from Major Mateo Drones. How's everybody doing? Just want to inform everybody, make everybody aware that I'm not doing a live stream tonight.
No clue. They don't. Unfortunately, they don't tell us that information.
Sorry, I'm at the doctor's office. I'm at the
I wish they
hospital
would, because it's
for my
like
doctors.
this. Everybody asks, so what am I
I
going
needed to
down
come and
for?
get myself checked out.
Unfortunately, they don't.
I'm
like to
feeling
tell
great.
us. They just say, hey,
Pretty much
you need
99% of all the
so-and-so,
tests
go
that they've
get
been
them.
doing is coming out perfect. So that's all that's good to know. Just here coming on live just for a little bit. I was just live at the Bell show a little while ago, chopping it over the guys. So again, I'm doing great, feeling good. That's pretty much what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing else. Hey, JSK Enterprise. Yeah, man, I feel great. All the tests that they've been doing, everything came out um, perfect. Nothing's wrong. Thank God, everything is great. Thank you for popping in, man, for a little bit. Hey, brother Edron, brother Eric, how you doing, man? Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Just give me 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go nowhere. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, I am back. Thank you, Eric Edron, for popping in. Drone View Media, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in. Yeah, man. Uh, was having a little bit of heart fluttering. Had to get myself checked up per the doctor's office. But again, every test they've been doing, everything came out negative. Everything came out perfect, so that's good. But other than that, just waiting for them to come and do one more little check on me, and then I'll be on my way home. I am feeling great, Tommy Jean. Hey, Drone Syndrome, how you doing, buddy? He immediately, how you able to go home, bro? I'm ready to go home. I'm so ready to go home, man. Hey, Mr. Chuck, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in, man. Just want to come in here and just chop it up a little bit with you guys. I'm actually gonna. I need a good laugh. I need to relax for a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the link to the panel on the chat. If anybody wants to jump in and talk to me for a little bit, I'm bored. I need to talk. I need to have a good laugh. Being at the hospital, it's freaking depressing, man. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, man. Again, I think I was just drinking too much caffeine, man, and it just made, you know what I mean, give me the little bit of heart flutters. That's pretty much it. Again, the doctors checked my whole history. Cardiologist checked my history, and he said that everything is perfectly fine. Yeah, Chuck, it's always good to get yourself checked out, man. If you get them things, man, doctors do not play. They want you to go and get yourself checked out at the ER immediately if you're having those heart flutters. That is not a good thing to have, man. So yeah, good to hear. I had issues with heart flutters a year ago. All my tests checked out and they seem to work. It's like exactly, Tommy Jean. I can't. Ooh, boy, it gives you that little scare, man, and you have to get yourself checked out. Yeah. Other than that, man, I'm just here. Man, look, this is the first hospital I've been to with the freaking Wi-Fi internet is amazing. I'm even able to watch videos in 4K. So I brought my computer with me. I brought my charger, brought my phone, and I just been watching YouTube like crazy. Hey, Akirasho, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing great, man. Doing better now. Uh, Herpes flare. Justin, you freaking idiot. Look at Justin. I popped the link in the stream if you want to go ahead and pop on in the chat if you want to pop on into the panel. Get alive. I don't have no fucking herpes. You ugly son of a gun. We got someone that's willing to come to the chat and talk to me for a little bit. Finally gonna have some company.
Hey,
How you doing,
what
Chuck?
the hell are you doing, Adrian?
Hey
Man,
man,
I've gone through that. I,
dude, bro, listen, man. When that shit
did you feel
started,
like it was in your throat, kind of like you feel
no,
like a boop, thump 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 thump?
no. Mine is like very, very minor, like a little, and then it just goes away. It's not like I'm having it like back to back, or I'm not like fainting, feeling dizziness.
No, it's
No,
good.
like I'm perfectly fine. It's just like a little itty bitty flutter, a couple of seconds, then it goes away. But
Yeah,
then
AFib.
it started Monday, but then my doctor went ahead and said when I went to see my personal doctor yesterday, he said, Mr. Adrian, if that happens again, I need you to call EMS immediately and let him know to check you out. Oh, you need to go to the ER. When she said that, my heart started pounding hard. I said, "Oh shit, I need to
Well,
get my
that's dude, you just nailed it. Probably most of the like for me, it was a combination of things. I had oh, there's E drone. It was a combination of things for
How
me.
you
It
doing,
was
buddy?
Hey, Adrian, how you doing,
stress and
man?
stress and too much weight around the middle was what was doing it for
I'm
me.
doing pretty good, sir. Sorry, Chuck, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
I cut
I'm
E drone
doing
off. Sorry, man.
pretty good, Edron. Dude, it's just one of those things that I've never had that happen to me before. And like Chuck was saying, I don't play games when it comes to my heart. Like I need to know now what the hell is going on. So
And
I
we call
had
it the heart of the matter for nothing.
it
It's kind of
exactly.
important.
I had EMS come drive my butt
Yeah.
up here, get myself hooked up. I don't like the damn needles. I hate
Look at all
needles.
that crap. You are just
So
wired up for sound.
so they be poking me everywhere. I got a little heart monitor thing going on.
I
My
wore one of those for a
cardiologist,
month.
my cardiologist just came in about 30 minutes ago, and he told me that he checked my history, checked everything. Everything was perfect.
Be honest,
Yeah.
Adrian. Are you really there because you want to run a stream off their Wi-Fi?
Dude,
He's
the
got a really hot nurse.
You said you needed a laugh.
We want to see the hot nurse come in.
There we go.
Where is she?
I'm glad you're doing okay, man.
no,
We'll make jokes
you're
now
talking too loud. I
because
had to turn the volume down. You're talking too loud.
Oh,
we'll make jokes now because you said you're
all right,
okay.
sorry.
So long as you're
Yes,
okay,
Talking too
we can make
loud.
jokes.
I'm fine, and again, they checked everything, but they're gonna check one more thing. You know what I mean? Just to check on me again. I get like check, like do something, whatever they're gonna do, sonogram, whatever they say they're gonna do. They're gonna do that thing, and that one check that all they're gonna do is just send me home. If not, then if they say that if I feel that it's gonna come back, then they're gonna give me like a little heart monitor thing that you just put on your chest.
I wore that silly thing with
I
the sticker things for like a
Yeah, with
month.
a stick and just
It had
wear it
a
for like a week, and it's gonna
yeah,
send them the signal, I guess,
yeah.
wirelessly, or I just write down, when if I have any.
No, it'll track it all.
Um,
It's really cool. It'll track it all and it
yeah,
uploads it.
and
I got a call when I was on, dude. I was on a tread. I was on the not the treadmill. I was on the stairmaster because I was on this fitness kick because that's for me. It was like I was unfit, and so dude, I'm on the stairmaster. I'm wearing all the heart monitor crap like they might have you wear, and I'm doing the stairmaster thing, and I do 30 minutes. I get off, and then the phone rings. I'm like, Mr. Kovac? Yeah, it's me. He's like, this is whatever the health monitor thing. Your heart rate was just 150 beats per minute. Are you feeling okay? I was like, well, yeah, I just got off or I got off the stairmaster, and they're like, oh, you're supposed to log that, and there's like all these selection things you can log on like the little Android phone they give you. I was like, oh, well, I couldn't figure out how to do that, so okay, oh, next time. I said, but thanks for checking on me, but dude, they'll seriously check on you, and you know what? It's probably stress. I'll bet my
yeah,
unmedical professional know nothing except I'm an engineer. I'll bet you it's stress
that
because
that that,
you're looking
that
at the
too.
king of type A. personality.
Yeah,
That
I have high cholesterol and high triglycerides, so I've got to watch what I eat. I've got to take fish oil, all kinds of
Yeah.
vitamins. So it's definitely nothing to mess around with your heart, man. You need that
yeah,
to function. So
It's important.
correct,
That's
correct.
important. And
And
you can't go to Napa and get another one either over the counter. It's
correct.
like,
yeah,
And
that's your flight controller, man. You gotta have your flight controller.
hey, not just
Actually, that's your ESC. That's your ESC. You gotta keep that ESC up to date. Your flight controller, that'd be your brain. But
yeah.
yeah, you gotta
But
take
see,
care of that ESC, man.
not just that. Also Chuck and Eric, there's no app for a freaking brand new heart. You can't just take the app, you know what I mean, the heart, and just pop it in.
no, you,
No
There's no.
firmware updates.
But one
no,
thing with
take
me
care of
though,
what you have.
one thing
OEM.
with me though, guys, is that I was I was 175 pounds. So I consider myself being a little overweight for my age and my height. However, I started eating healthier. I went down to 145 on my own. I didn't do nothing special, just ate healthier,
That's
do
because you're
some
young.
exercise. You know what I mean? Get my heart going. I used to sit on the little exercise bike for like 15, 30 minutes straight
Yeah.
to get my heart going. And I did that for a while. So I brought myself down without, you know how they have the little stupid commercial. Oh, if you eat this food and then you go on my program, I will
Oh, sure,
help you
sure.
eat.
Slim
I will help you
fast or
lose
whatever
weight.
it is.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's all fine and dandy. You don't need to follow their bullshit. You could do that on your own by just
You
eating
can
healthy
you can
and
do your
just,
own
you know what I
diet.
mean?
Yeah.
Correct,
Something
your
you
own
Drink
live
diet.
with.
plenty of water. Plenty of water.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's one thing with me. My girlfriend even beat me in the head. Why do you drink so much water? Because water is good for you,
Water is
Absolutely.
life.
bro. Like I drink so much water, Eric, that when I pee, it's literally crystal clear. Like, my pee comes
That's
out
what you
clear.
want.
That's what you're
So,
looking for.
so I know my
That's
kidneys are
right.
flush.
No kidney stones either that way. Keep things
Exactly correct. And I'm not a
clear.
soda drinker. Hey, Vesna Segni, how you doing? Thank you for
Hey,
coming
what's up,
in,
Dan? I'll be
Mike
drone.
Raymond. Hey, Dano from I'll Be Drawn. How you doing, buddy? But yeah, all of that was fine. Eric, to change the conversation a little bit, dude, those holographic stickers are badass.
You
Whenever you
like
get them
those?
going, I need you to let me know because I want some.
Just
I want to
hit a
have two. I
hit
want to
a
have.
deal on
Yeah.
those. It's Sticker Mule. Is that where you got them, Eric? You got them through Sticker
Yeah,
Mule? 'Cause
sticker
they've hit a
mule for the
sale.
holographic ones. Yeah,
Yeah, they had a
And
sale
I
on
really
want
those.
nice
that
job.
hoodie. I want that hoodie. Whatever you have, I want it. That's tight. I like that.
Yeah, I have some stuff over on my Teespring. I got like hoodies and shirts, and then I have hats actually in my Etsy store. I sell those.
We all do, man. I have
Yeah, man,
Teespring
got to have the
cooking
swag,
and-
right?
Yeah, I've got like, oh man,
Yeah,
I've been,
I'm gonna
I've been
send you a
handing
nice
these things
little
out
care
like
package,
popcorn.
Adrian. When we get up, when you get a chance, email me your shipping information. I'm gonna send you a nice little care package, buddy.
Thank you, man. Wow, thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Without a
Thank
heart
you.
Yep.
monitor though, that's too expensive.
Chuck, let me see that sticker again, Chuck.
What, this one?
Dude, listen, man. I got some nice hard case for my drones. I need stickers from everybody. I got one on one.
I need your
One of my
address.
case.
I'll send you a boatload of
I
stuff.
got one from Yellow Rose Drones. I don't know if you guys know him, but I got a nice one. I want some from everybody. Again, I got this right here. I just need my
It's a cool
sticker
hat.
from Trey, but I got the hat.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
So-
nice.
cool.
Yeah, so the holographic stickers, just stay tuned to the channel because I'm doing something very special with them. If
Okay.
you end up getting a holographic sticker if you win one of my giveaways on my live shows and you get one of those holographic stickers, big exciting things are coming. So I'll
Does
just
it have
say
like
that.
Thank
does
you.
it have a
Right.
freaking Bluetooth monitor in it or something? Where are you gonna know where my truck is if I put one on my truck?
Yeah, it's got a tracking device in it, so I'm gonna
Like an
meet up
Apple
with you and
tag.
surprise you. Yeah, that's
Take my
what it is.
catalytic converters out from underneath it and stuff.
Hey, now that you're saying that, I've been hearing some rumors about how people are actually literally stealing catalytic converters from
They
people's
are.
cars to sell them.
For the
Yeah.
I don't
precious
even know,
metals
I don't
in
even
them,
know
yeah.
when that became a freaking hot commodity to sell.
It's been for a long time, but when the economy was okay, nobody cared. But now the economy's in the toilet again. Now
People
now it's
literally
money.
have been like cutting them out of people's cars, like while they're at work and stuff. It's
Yeah.
sad.
And the thing is, Eric, I'm the type of guy that if you mess with my stuff, when I
Gotta
hit
catch
you,
'em.
I'm not gonna be nice. You know
Gotta-
what I'm saying? And
Right,
when
right.
Gotta catch
when
them.
I hit somebody, I'm gonna make sure that I put you down. Anybody could take it the wrong way, but I believe that if I pay for that expensive truck, It's my truck. Don't touch
There,
it.
They need to
I don't-
have like a catalytic converter, like booby trap
Cage.
set
You
that
need
you
a
put
cage.
on there, and if they
Yeah.
tamper with it, it shoots you full of glitter and fart spray.
I was
Correct.
actually thinking for mine, I was gonna get a cage welded around it, like because my bison is already it's so high up, you like just slide under it and cut the cats off because it's a high it's a high truck. But what if you put a cage around it, like all your skid plates, like
Correct.
make it more
Hey,
visible?
hey, I'm Gary Brown Ariel. How you doing on Living the Vertical? And I understand everything that you're saying, Chuck. My thing is, I would love for things to go back to how it used to be when I was a child, where you could leave your door wide open, nobody
it's not
messes with your
happening,
stuff.
sadly.
Yeah, them
But
days
then
are
again-
gone, my friend. My
Yeah,
door
exactly.
stays locked, deadbolt, everything.
And I
Cameras up,
understand.
rolling.
And matter of fact, Eric, if you pay attention when you're driving on the road, you might see those police sign that says, "Please lock your door," or "Please lock your car, take your key, and don't leave nothing valuable in the view of thieves." Dude, it shouldn't even be like that. I mean, it's my stuff.
Yeah.
It's not yours. Don't touch it. That's
Yeah.
what I believe. That's my motto. But anyway,
Yeah.
going
Hey,
going
Chris
back.
Hope. What's up, buddy?
Hey,
That's
Chris, how you
Chris.
doing, buddy? But yeah, man, going back to the Wi-Fi here at this hospital. I've been to other hospital visiting people, and the Wi-Fi stinks. I
It's
even
pretty
brought
bad.
I brought my computer with me. I said, you know what, I'm just gonna bring it just for the hell of it.
Dude, you
Because
look
I know the
crystal
Wi-Fi-
clear, man. Like no lag, like
Right.
high definition.
Because I was saying, I know the internet is gonna suck. Let me just try. When I logged into it, which is an open free Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
I was watching videos in 4K. I've been watching Netflix. I've been watching Prime videos. No lag, no nothing. Matter of fact, I'm watching different streams playing back to back just for the hell of it. Crystal clear.
Be careful. Once you start watching in 4K and you go back to 1080, you get spoiled.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah. When I go back home, it's gonna go back to 480, 360, 480 or 7.
Ooh. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, your feed's really good, Adrian.
Yeah, man.
But dude, it's probably stress. I'll bet you're gonna find out that it's stress related, and your new baby and all the things that are like just cooking inside of in your head are getting
That
to
and
you.
also
Gotta
I've been
love.
drinking a little bit of too much caffeine, which I
Oh, I
don't
offed
do.
it. This right here is coffee, but there's no caffeine since 23rd December 2019. That was my last cup of real coffee. I strongly advise you to just do what I'm doing and just go decaf. If you it's weird. You don't need the caffeine. You'll hate yourself for like a week or two. You'll hate yourself. You'll be like feel worse than you do now, probably.
caffeine
Yeah.
headaches are the worst.
Yeah, but it'll go away. And then like I drink coffee because I never thought I'd say this. I like the taste of it. And
You
that,
drink
it
it
makes
black?
me happy. The taste makes me happy. It's weird. You'll be okay. So seriously consider it. Give it a whirl.
Do you drink it black, Chuck?
No, that's the thing. I used to when it had
Okay.
caffeine in it. Now I go with the flavored stuff.
Yeah, I use like cream, sugar, and I love the way it tastes after it's been like mixed, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But I do
yeah.
1 cup a day. That's it. 1 cup in
Me
the
too.
morning. Unless I'm having a bad day, then I might
Then
grab a
it's 2.
second cup while I'm out.
Yeah, but Adrian, that is a big that is a possible component to it also, because it'll get you like you'll get like the AFib thing going where it's like everything's fine. It's like a pause, thump 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 thump, and then it goes back to normal again or something like that. Or you feel like one like a bump, thump,
Yeah.
then it gets back to normal. So like there's a really good cardiologist dude on YouTube. I forget his name, but because like I've managed to manage it for like a few years now, and I'm feeling okay. But I'm on the treadmill every day. Like
Yeah.
this in the other room.
To-
As long
to
as we're
answer-
hearing a beeping and not
That's not
a
even mine.
constant
Always
beep,
going.
then we're all good.
Yeah, we
that's
don't have the
not
flat
even
line
mine.
from
That's not
Adrian.
even
We're
mine.
good.
That was my next door neighbor. That's right there, and they unhooked him to take him downstairs. So, like Akira should say, my obstacle avoidance is not working because it's off. All my drones are off. So that's
Oh
gotta
man,
be-
you don't turn no drones on in the hospital, Adrian. Interference with people's pacemakers.
yes. How you doing, Jose Mendes Jonas? How you doing, buddy?
Well, I wanted to swing in, man, and wish
Yeah.
you well, and tell you that you know I'm rooting for you, buddy. Get better, get yourself healthy again, and take some time, take whatever you need, man. I want to see you get healthy and get better.
Yeah, man.
And,
Hey, man. I feel great again.
It's a warning shot across the bow.
exactly.
Do I ask how old you are now?
Yeah, I'm 44.
Yeah, that's when it happened to me. Get your shit in order. now.
If-
Now.
even-
This is the warning shot. I swear to God. This is when
Yeah.
it happened to me too, dude. I totally switched gears on stuff, and like
Yeah.
you can still do all that cool stuff, just a little less of it. And then
Correct.
up
Not-
the time on the treadmill and walking
Yeah.
around and stuff, and park
Yeah,
further
and
away
take,
from
take
the
care
door
of
of the
yourself,
store.
man. Lots
You're
of
gonna
water.
be fine. You're gonna be
And shoot me an email, man. I'm gonna send you a care package. All right.
Yeah,
Just,
I'm
just
about
shoot
to
me
do
an
it
email
now.
with your
But
shipping information, and I'm gonna send you a nice little care package.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody.
it's the estrogen pills.
Just to kind of keep you, just to kind of
Sorry.
get you at peace. Eric, when the cardiologist came in, he said he looked at my past record and everything that they have done. Everything came out 100% perfect, nothing wrong.
That's
So
great.
he even went ahead and told me, I don't even know why you're here, because they should have never admitted you, because I'm not having it like back
Play
to
it
back,
safe.
and it's not like the one that Chuck said that he was feeling in his throat. And you're like a
Different
little
versions.
real
Yeah.
quick, like for a few seconds, then it goes away.
Huh?
Yeah. So like,
It may be like Chuck said, it may be stress related.
On the
Something
caffeine
that
too.
just happens.
caffeine aggravates
You know.
it.
Yep.
Caffeine will
Something that
aggravate
just happened.
it. But you're a pretty high strung dude, Adrian. You come across kind of like me, where you seem like all cool, but I know you're cooking inside. There's a lot of stuff
Dude.
going on in that noggin of yours,
Yeah.
man.
Correct.
And with the kids and everything, you just have a lot
Yeah.
going on. So you
Hey,
just-
Michael Blade.
How you
But
doing,
I
my
do
brother?
Find
gotta
your
run,
center.
guys. But I wanted to stop in and give you my support, buddy, and know that I got your back and rooting for you to get better, Adrian. And send me that address.
Thank you for
I'll
calling
have
me,
something
man.
special coming to you, man.
Thank you, Eric. I'm gonna shoot you the email right now as we speak.
When you get a chance, man. No rush, no rush. I want you to
Thank
focus
you, Eric.
on
I
getting
really
better, man. All
appreciate you,
right.
man. Love you, buddy. Thank you,
All
man.
right. I love you guys too, man. You take care.
Yes, sir.
Later,
We'll
Eric.
see you
too,
soon, man.
Watch that cholesterol, brother. That stuff's
Yeah, I'm
That I
trying,
don't
man.
have.
One day at a time. One day at a time.
yeah.
Old habits die hard, right?
Eric,
Exercise supposedly creates more good cholesterol and offsets
I'm
the
actually
bad
getting out right
cholesterol.
now. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna do some flying, some crashing and bashing, some testing, some video stuff. So it's gonna be a good day, man. Gonna be a good day.
Eric,
That
do me a
shit must be
favor.
good.
What's that?
Put the pork chop down. Go fly.
Yeah, put
Could you-
put the
I can
pork
see
chop
Eric-
down. Put the burger down. Exactly. Get out here and go fly, man.
Yes, sir.
Eric likes those
See you
those
later,
big,
Eric.
those chicken, those turkey legs they sell at, like the
Oh,
fair.
yeah.
Yeah, I know you're a turkey. leg dude.
food like me.
Oh, me too. All three of us probably.
I'll see you later, Eric. You
Yep.
take it easy, buddy.
Later, guys.
Eric, man.
Have a good one.
Hey, Unlimited Vertical, how you doing? How you doing, Danny the View Chaser? Hey, Emo Parson, how you doing, bro? Thank you for popping in. Have John will fly. Thank you for popping in, sir. Really appreciate you guys. But again, this stream is mainly to talk to you guys for a little bit. I'm not doing a stream tonight because when I go home later on, I'm just gonna relax and take it easy for the rest of the weekend. So I'd rather just come in now, talk to you guys for a little bit.
Chat's killing
Pretty
me,
much
Adrian.
Thank you for popping in. I'm stay right here. If you want to stay, Chuck, you don't have to go.
I can
If
I
you
can
want-
drop and give you space, dude. I just wanted to stop in too and wish you the best. I know, but you know what? Deep inside my heart, that's had issues like yours too. You're gonna be fine. You just have to like seriously let go of some of the stress,
Yeah, man.
more exercise. You're in your 40s, brother. It's time to regroup.
Yeah, it really is
It's
because I was at some point I was eating like I'm freaking 15
Yeah.
years old, just eating everything inside, you know. Hey, bad food is good. Bad food is freaking delicious, man. But like you said, you gotta
Yeah.
prepare yourself, man.
So
So
and I love my burgers too. So
because to me, this right here, it was like coming to Jesus moment, like I
Mhm.
want, like, hey, man,
mhm.
don't screw up. Because again, I've never had that before. This is my first time ever feeling
Yeah,
this.
it's one of
again.
those, you know. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Pay attention. There's no more. You're to the second phase of your life now. Now it's time to kind of
Yeah.
like, you can still have fun, but you got to reel it in a little bit.
And the thing is, Chuck, I was home. I was off Friday. Went to see my doctor. Dude, I was working on a video. I was doing some video editing or freaking unboxing. So something that I'm just crazy to
Oh,
just
chat's come-
take it out and fly. And I had to go, man. And I've been here since yesterday, like 2 o'clock. And look at the time. Literally almost 24 hours I've been here.
I like what Justin's saying. And Tammy Jean's killing me. Why can't cake be healthy? I don't know,
Yeah,
Tammy Jean, but it's
and
not. But
and
well, it has.
Tammy,
Remember Bill Cosby? What Bill Cosby used to say? Cake should be healthy because it has milk and eggs in it and stuff
yes,
like.
yes, yeah,
Yeah. No.
yeah. So love you too, Chris Hope. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's I just wanted to bacon reduces stress. Yeah, right. Bacon give you more stress,
Mmm.
but
Bacon.
bacon is delicious. I love me some bacon.
Maybe just get a
Everything.
bacon air freshener, Adrian. You should
Hell
put that in
no.
your hotel room, like a bacon air freshener.
Hell
It's like,
no. I don't think I would like that because it's
bacon.
gonna make me hungry. I don't think I want no bacon air freshener in my room, dude.
No.
I was watching the last video you made, but I fell asleep. I didn't even finish it.
That's how bad it
Um,
was?
bro,
I put you to sleep?
when they hook you up on them things, and sometimes when you get tired of
Oh
hearing that beep beep
no.
beep and your eyes start shutting down, I fell asleep with the computer on my lap, just like this right here, just
Yeah,
like
yeah, but you
sleep.
fell asleep watching one of my videos. That's like,
No, I fell asleep watching Netflix. I
oh,
stopped
okay.
watching video to watch Netflix. That's what happened. Yeah, you're fine. I just fell asleep
I don't want to
watching the
be the
content.
substitute for sleeping pills, man.
No, you're not. No, you're not. How's that truck doing, man? How you liking that truck?
So far, so good. Nobody's taken the catalytic off it yet, but
Knock
it
on wood,
tears through the
right?
snow. It goes through the
Knock on
snow really
wood. Let
well.
nobody take it.
I know. We're all there's a lot of suspect stuff going on out there, but yeah, you
How's
don't
the
have to worry
weather
about
over there, man?
snow.
Is it hot, cold, snowing?
We're 14 degrees Fahrenheit here in Syracuse.
Where you at?
Syracuse, New York.
Holy crap!
I'm going
So you
snowshoeing.
are gonna snow.
I'm going snowshoeing tomorrow. Talk about workout. Lori and I are gonna go snowshoeing.
Damn it, man.
We're gonna vlog it too. I think. Gotta vlog it.
I've been thinking if you walk on snow, say if you have 20 inches of snow, if you walk on it, your feet gonna dip. But
Not on snowshoes.
if you put them things that look like freaking little
Snowshoes.
rocket, then you stay afloat. You still have the
Yeah.
same weight plus the rocket. How can you stay
Surface
afloat on the snow? But if you do it on barefoot or on with shoes, you
surface area.
sinking.
You're
I don't
spreading out the
understand that.
force because you have the force is like whatever you weigh, right? That's mass times gravity, your weight.
But the snow is
But if
still
you spread it
soft.
out, you don't have a point load. Your foot's like a point load. It's one point concentrated. It goes right through. But if you spread the weight out, now you've taken it and the force is spread out along a great surface area, so that
I,
it allows you to stay on top of it.
I understand. I hear what you're saying, and it makes perfect sense. My thing is that I've always been curious when I watch Geographic Channel how things
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
It's just amazing because you have the same body weight
Uh huh.
plus the weight of the freaking little rocket shoe. You in the soft snow walking on it, and you're not going down. But if you take him off, you go down right away. That's what I'm saying. It's amazing how technology works.
It's not tech. It's not tech. It's physics, man.
Well, sorry,
This is
physics.
why this is why I went to engineering school because that's the kind of stuff that fascinated me as a kid. I wanted to know how things work. I always was taking everything apart, wanting to know how stuff worked. So that just led to me going into engineering, and then I'm a super
Do you
nerd,
still
man.
have that
Super
DJI
nerd.
FPV?
Yeah, and I haven't flown it in forever. It's really mad at me. It's probably pissed.
What about the Mavic 2 Zoom? You still have it?
I gotta sell the Zoom. I gotta sell that thing. I don't need it.
What don't you have the Mavic 2 Pro?
Yeah, I have two of those.
So you got the Mavic Pro and the Mavic 2 Zoom.
I have the Mavic 2 Zoom. I have two Mavic 2 Pros. I have the FPV. I have the Mini 2, and I have the Mavic 3. I have too many damn
Oh no,
drones.
shit!
I
You
need
took
to
the
have
pick
like a
of the
crazy
Mavic 3?
Chucky's drone sale, dude.
Hold on. So you got the Mavic 3.
Yeah, it's right behind me.
Now do you have it with the standard remote control or the Cine with the RC Pro?
I don't have the Cine because I don't have a use for the Cine, but I do have the RC Pro. I bought that like a la carte. It's well, you can't, dude. You have like the smart controller with your Don't you have the smart controller?
So I have the first generation smart controller. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You there was no way in hell I was going to get a Mavic 3 and not have the RC Pro because I'm so spoiled by the Mavic 2 with the smart
Yeah.
controller. It's just the feel and the
Yes.
yeah. But I'll tell you right now though, what I'm learning is for the content that I make, and I think it's kind of like the content you make, we don't need the Mavic 3. As like I ask myself, why did I buy this drone every day? I'm just saying, and the GPS thing is concerning. I don't know if they're going to sort that out.
I've been hearing rumors that they're going to.
It'd be
However,
nice.
I don't know. But
Feels
I'm
political.
hoping that they do. And they also need to do a freaking update where you can actually record directly to the freaking SD card, because right now it's not even letting you do that, from what I'm hearing.
I can write
Is
you an
that true? If
can
you
write you
screen
an
record, you cannot record directly to the SD card?
I have not tried that. But I have regular footage just on the SD card. I haven't tried. I haven't done much with the Mavic 3 because I don't know.
So wait a minute. Don't you have the smart controller for the Mavic 2 Pro and the Mavic 2 Zoom?
Yeah, and it works on the Mini too, also, which is
Correct. So
great.
have you ever done a screen recording with your voice?
Not in a long while, no.
Okay,
No.
because again, on the RC Pro,
There's no
you could do
microphone.
on the RC Pro you could do a screen recording, but from what I'm hearing, you cannot record directly to the SD card. You have to do like a file transfer from your remote memory to the SD card, or directly to your computer.
Oh, okay, I'll have to try that out. I heard something else though, like the smart controller has a microphone in it.
I heard this one
The
do not.
RC Pro does not. So
Correct.
you
I
need
heard that this one does not. Exactly.
yeah. See, DJI loves to do that, Adrian. They love to give us two new things and take one thing away. I don't know why they do that, but they like to do that. It's goofy.
Which I think is a bunch of bullshit. For the money that
Yeah.
we're gonna pay for this, you think you will be able to get it?
Yeah. Well, you'll need a. There's Justin.
What's up?
Why
up,
are you
brother?
here? Why are you here?
Well, I was
The doctor
delivering a
is
message
in.
for Matt since he's in a different time zone. He said since your internet looks better, you are uglier than he thought you were. You know. I agree with that.
Aspen. How's Aspen doing? Yeah. So he's saying high res is not his friend. Leave it to Matt. Leave it to Matt to say that.
Hey,
So Justin,
do
are you
know
the
what-
doctor? Are you Adrian's doctor? Are you in the house?
Let me go ahead and welcome Espen J Travels to the channel. Thank you for popping in. I think this is your first time being on my channel. I appreciate the support. Thank you. Yeah,
Who else is doctor?
and to answer Chris Westwood, I'm actually fine, but I just had a little minor issue. I just needed to get my RTH taken care of, and looked at on my ESC, but everything's great.
It's scary.
It
Having
is,
been
man.
been there, it's scary. I checked myself in one night. I went in because my blood pressure was like through the roof, and I drove myself to the hospital, and they just were like, yeah, your blood pressure's a little elevated.
I could actually drive myself yesterday, but I decided to let EMS drive me here. So I'm actually waiting for that crazy bill from them and from the hospital.
Oh boy, yeah. I shouldn't have driven myself because when you drive yourself to the hospital, they figure, yeah, it can't be that important. You get put on the bottom of the list. Whereas
Exactly.
if you roll in the meat wagon like you did,
Oh,
you're
you're
in.
good to front of the line.
that's right, man. Front of the line VIP service, but you paid for it. That was the right way to do it.
Okay.
That's the right way to do it.
So, correction. Espen J Travel actually is joining Nature. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah,
Long time
he's-
to see you, man. But you changed the channel name. That's why. My apologies, man. Thank you for
Espen-
popping in, buddy.
Espen's been he's been doing all kinds of reviews, and he does like hikes and reviews gear while he's hiking because
Yeah.
he lives in a screensaver, right? The guy's in Norway, so I mean everything's a screensaver. And he's an old droning on buddy of mine. He's part of the droning on fraternity from the Discord.
Gotcha. So, Justin, have you been doing any flying, buddy?
No, I've been busy the last few weeks doing my job and all that.
What kind of bullshit ass haircut is that, man? What did you do with all the hair at? You cut him off?
Yeah, I cut it off. I got hot, and it was getting hot the other day when I was working, so I was like, screw it. I got home and put a guard on the cutters and just
You did it your own self.
yeah.
That's why it looked like shit because you did it your own.
I look like shit because mine has been cut in like a month and a half. I gotta get cleaned up. I'm a mess. Mine got canceled. I was supposed to get a haircut 3 days ago, and freaking the weather was so crap that we had to scrub the mission.
Since I've known you, Chuck, your hair has always been that way. I've never seen you with a haircut like what we do.
Nah, I like the shaggy look.
You like the shaggy look?
Yes,
Is that
do
what
we
you
have to wear
said?
a hat?
Shaggy. Go shaggy. There's Ron.
Hey, Ron, keep
Yeah,
my
We
hat.
see?
have to wear a
There's some
hat
good
at our job.
advice. Watch the sponge. You'll know when he has a sponge bath because the heart rate will go like, you know, beep 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 beep. Like what was that? Smokey and the Bandit with like Jackie Gleason, Sheriff
Yeah.
Buford T. Justice. Boop, boop,
Yeah.
boop, 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 boop.
Exactly. Exactly.
I was gonna go flying today, but it's freaking all cloudy and rainy outside.
Yeah, over here it's actually foggy and kind of crappy. But if I get put out of here in a little bit, hopefully real soon, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna fly because I'm gonna finish my video first. Let my crappy internet take its course to let the video upload. Do my thumbnail, pop it in there, do some flying, and go ahead and review my little thing that I just got.
Sounds like you should be uploading your videos right now from that computer. of
Dude,
yours,
if
mister.
I would have known, I would have brought my other computer, but I brought my Apple computer instead of the other one.
So
Because
you
the
don't
other one is
okay, you don't
downloading
file.
the video.
Yeah, bummer. Because yeah, it'd be a great time to do it. Apparently.
Correct. But I had enough, dude, with this internet. I could watch videos in 4K.
Adrian, did you read that last comment? That was actually
Who?
good. The one you just put up,
Care show.
Did I do what?
He's mixed emotions about your new studio. Oh, you're number one. Akira show. You're number one. You're number one. It's always better than number two.
You're a jackass.
I know. Thank you.
Not you, Chuck. I mean the dude at the bottom.
Oh no, I am too. But yeah.
Oh, Ron had his friend coming into town this week too. An old girlfriend.
Who?
Ron did.
Ron have one now?
He had an old girlfriend coming into town to stay a week with him.
Stop talking so much, Justin. Keep that to the hush. Don't get that boy in trouble.
Yeah, no gossip. No
He's
gossip.
trying to
allowed.
get. Hey! Don't tell anybody. He's trying to get some brown chicken, brown cow. Don't tell everybody.
My God, my microphone.
Oh, I
okay?
read
It's way
that
the
message,
elevator.
Ron.
Oh my
That was
God.
funny.
I couldn't hear me.
But yeah, Justin, don't expect no damn link at 9:00 p.m. I'm not doing no.
I didn't get one last week. Why would I expect one this week?
That's 2 weeks. Oh, that's 2 weeks in a row, isn't it?
Good to see you, man. It ain't gonna be no 3 weeks in a row that I haven't done it. I did one last Saturday. What you talking about?
I fell asleep after Arco Drones. He wears me out.
Hey, James still talking a lot in the art show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love
he-
that guy. He's funny.
I
as
love
hell.
James too. He's a good dude, but man, I get worn out. That goes like 3 hours. I'm just like after that, I'm just like
And this is one thing that I love about him. He'll tell you, okay, one more thing. Okay, one more thing. Okay, one last thing. Okay, one more. And he just keep going and going and going and going and going.
He's a freaking Energizer bunny, that guy.
Yeah, he
Shit,
is.
that show went for almost, I think, 4 hours last night.
Oh man.
Dude, I didn't even join the match show last night because I mean I went to sleep, dude. I couldn't take it no more, man. I was tired.
You got a mask up. You have a guest.
Not yet, but
Soon.
when I hear a lot of coughing, I tend to get a little panicky,
Ah,
a little bit. Other than that, I'm good, man.
well, I wanted to stop in. I don't want to hoard the show or anything. I'll let you chill out with everybody else in the chat. But hello, everybody in the chat, by the way. You know, watching
Yeah,
our
the full
back and all
panel
that.
he's
But
got
anyway,
right now.
Adrian, I hope you feel better, man. I know you're gonna. Just gotta like reel it in. I'll bet you just have to reel it in a little bit. That's all.
Thank
This
you,
is
man. Yeah. I
yeah. Take
mean,
care of
again,
yourself.
I'm great. I'm just waiting for them to do what they got to do.
Get
Send me
checked
home, and
out.
I'm out of here.
You're doing the right stuff. You're gonna get all checked out, and then just kind of like get more active and
All right,
stuff.
Chuck.
Park in that corner spot like miles away. Park in the corner spot miles away. Walk in the Walmart from like 5,000 miles away, and that's calories right there. So
Well, Jack Rabbit said he hoped he's okay. The thing is, he saw his first naked woman yesterday, and it's a little heart flutter. So he'll be all right.
he's naked woman better than a naked guy.
Chuck, I'm sorry. Hey, Chuck, I'm sorry that you have to hear Justice bullshit. I apologize.
It's really okay. That's not why I'm leaving. I'm
He
just
said
gonna.
better than naked guy.
And by the way, Akirasha, my gown is done right. He said that the opening
Oh
is
yeah, we don't want any freaking no full moon action from you either. You just stay right where you are, brother. Don't feel like doing the spin for us. Feels kind of drafty in here. What happened?
I
All right,
don't
guys.
know. All right,
See you
Chuck.
later.
Coming in, man.
Feel better, Adrian, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Feel
man.
better, sir. Catch you
Better
later.
shot.
Later, Justin. Peace.
All right, man. Hey, Aldias, come on in for a minute, man. Pop on in, buddy. The link is in the chat. He's talking about stop eating some rice and peas.
So when
I
do you
love
get to go home?
I love me some rice. I'm actually waiting for them to go ahead and do one more little thing, hook me up again, do it again, and then I'm out of here. But this process takes a while, man. If you've ever been to the hospital, you know the process. You know what I mean? It takes a long freaking time for
I've
every
only
gun.
ever been to the hospital once, and it was for pneumonia, and I was in there for 3 days. And I know checking out took forever, man. They said, "Oh yeah, you can go home in a little bit," and it took like 6 hours for them to do it.
Dude, this is the first time that I've been to the hospital like this, man. I don't get sick, man. Very rarely. I don't, period.
Well, that's like everybody around me's had COVID, and I had it with my son, and we never showed any symptoms or anything. I rarely get sick too. I've only been sick a couple times in the past like 2-3 years.
But it's just too much on it.
Yeah, man.
You got to be to work.
Other than that, I'm great, man. Let me see. Akirasha, what did he say? Last time I was in the hospital, they said you told me, prepare me for surgery the day after surgery, 2 patients on this. Dude, holy shit. Candulas are awesome. Candulas are awesome. Them peas are good, especially when you cook them right. But yeah, man, just wanted to pop on in for a little bit while I'm waiting for these people to make up their mind to come and do this. Go ahead and go home and relax in my house. It's nothing like your house when you're chilling.
Oh yeah.
Because I go ahead and
At the
again,
hospital, are you allowed to get up and walk around? Or?
oh yeah. But I'm hooked to this freaking IV, so they gave me a little bowl thing for me to go ahead and pee. Like I'm not even allowed to freaking get up. And they got me hooked up to some kind of heart monitor thing. I'm great, Aldios. Thank you, man. Yeah, this COVID shit really scares the hell out of me, man. I'm pretty glad that I don't get none of that. I've been having my mask. I'm not having it while I'm in this room, but it's still scary as hell. Even though you could still get it with this freaking mask on any damn way.
Like I said, me and my son got it. We both had the rapid and the 3-day test done. And me and him never showed a single symptom. The entire 2 weeks we were at home.
Oh yeah.
But both tests said we were positive. So, because we went to 2 different, we went to one of those drive-through testing sites that does the rapid ones.
Yeah.
And then we went to my wife's work and got one of the 3-day tests because they were offering it free for family members. And both of them came back positive. And like I said, we just sat around and hung out at the house for 2 weeks and didn't show any symptoms.
Now, Justin, check it out. Look at look at me real quick and tell me if I look better. The stream look better that way when I'm in this, or does it look better now? Did you notice any difference?
Not a huge difference, though.
What about now?
The other way.
Hey, but
Because it kind of zoomed in on your face on that one.
still in here.
It's zoomed way in. Yeah, it looks better.
Okay,
They'll figure it out, Ricky.
okie dokie. Let's see here.
Yeah. What we got?
Man, that little beeping sound is freaking annoying.
Dude, I got what they call it's called an eagle eye, I think, in my work truck.
Yeah.
And it beeps like that every time you get within 2 car lengths of the fucking car in front of you while you're driving. It's so annoying. And it's loud as shit too. And you can't turn it down or mess with it or anything.
Yeah, it's. I think it's stupid, but hey, man, it is what it is. I just hope that they would just freaking get rid of it.
Right?
Or at least click on it. You know what I mean? For it to go away.
21 and a half.
Yeah, it's not like you can go unplug it neither because a lot of them have battery backup. It'll just
Hell
keep
no,
going.
I can't unplug it for that guy, and then he flatlined on my ass. Hell no.
Okay.
That
I'm
is
done
not
listening to
funny,
you.
huh?
Tell them I'm done listening to this.
That ain't funny, man. I do that. I'm gonna fucking go ahead and flatline on my ass. I'm in trouble, dude.
I didn't have one.
See, you're a jackass. You probably do some shit like that. I'm not.
Yeah.
Fuck around, the guy go ahead and flatline on my ass, and I'm in trouble, man.
Well, like I said, all those machines usually have battery backups anyway. If you unplug it, it'll stay going.
Yeah, I can cut them down.
So if I give him my tip, they will linger when you are giving me a bath. Ain't nobody wash my butt yet, but I'm think I'm gonna give one a little bit. I'm just gonna let him do it.
I
Whatever.
don't know. I'm
Do your
hoping
thing.
They just charged me today.
Just
but
don't
I
hurt
haven't
nothing.
Heard nothing for sure.
Dude, are you gonna upgrade or buy any new birds?
I'll work it out.
Well, I'm gonna buy the replacement Mini 2.
Why you gonna buy another Mini too?
Well, I'm just gonna buy the replacement drone from Amazon because they sell just the drone.
Okay,
Because
but why another Mini? Why not something else?
Because I crashed the Mini 2 and I already have the fly mode combo, so I'm just
Oh, never mind. Got you. Okay.
gonna buy the replacement drone. Then this time I'm gonna get the
And you know, I called them about
DJI Care refresh on it,
and
and then I'm going to get the Air 2S probably my next one.
by the last of the month. And I'm getting
How the hell did you
ready
crash
because
that drone,
stuff
man?
hadn't come in
I
yet.
flew. You don't remember that? I flew into the light pole at the park.
Yeah. Hey, brother Ray Kelly, how you doing, buddy?
I was going in sports mode, going straight up, and I thought I was going to clear the light, and it went right into the light. And it didn't hit the light very hard. It kind of just tapped it and bounced off, but it folded the front arm in, which caused it to go straight to the ground.
Yeah.
No,
I've never crashed. Well, I did crash my DJI Spark once. I was flying in sports mode and crashed that thing to the freaking light pole on my property. That thing took a tumble. The propellers were messed up, and then the battery popped out along with the battery. But I popped the battery back in, popped the top back in, put brand new props, flew like nothing.
Well, those were little tanks anyway. Those are tough little birds. There's quite a few people that crash those, and they still work fine.
Yeah, let me go ahead and bring Mr. Captain Ray Kelly in. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Adrian. Justin, how you doing?
Right.
What's up?
Adrian, what happened? Why are you in the hospital?
I needed to come and check out the nurses.
Thanks, Adrian.
Is that Maddie?
Okay, do that.
Is that Matt?
Maddie's live from the drone.
Okay, man.
Oh, he is? Okay.
I'm just letting you.
But yeah, just had to get myself checked out.
Why are you in the hospital?
I had to get myself checked out. Wasn't feeling that good.
Thank you, Billy. But, yes.
It's hard for me to hear you.
I wasn't feeling too good.
All right, I can't hear you. Sorry, Adrian. Get well soon, all right, brother? Oh, Patty's coming in. He just caught it.
All right.
You want to say hello to Adrian?
Adrian, what's up?
What's going on?
I'm live right now. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You're welcome.
I'm just messing with you, bro.
All right.
All right.
Well, yeah. Hey, Dre, how you doing? Recovery One Drone. How you doing, buddy? And we hear that big one tone. Everyone drop out and claim wasn't me. That's not even mine, Dre. That's my next door neighbor. Thing that's beeping.
Who was that earlier that said it was your obstacle avoidance beeping?
Who?
I said, who was that earlier that said it was your obstacle avoidance that was beeping?
Akirashi is the one I went ahead and said
Yeah.
that my obstacle avoidance was beeping. Yeah, man.
I'm hoping it clears up today because I really wanted to go out flying today at the park. But
Dude, I'm ready to get a head home so I can go ahead and finish my freaking video. That's what I want to do.
flying today,
I want to finish that video, go ahead and finish my little editing, and go ahead and post it and do my little review that I was doing, man. That's what I want to do.
Drones Views Media said I'm staring at Burger King.
I was doing fine at the house, man, till that damn thing happened. So I need to go get myself to check that, and I've been here since then.
You drink energy drinks and shit too, or no?
No.
Just
But
coffee?
I've been drinking, not even coffee. Can I guess what the unboxing is going to be? Hold on one second. Wait a minute. Hold on. Um, no, but no, but I've been drinking the little zero sugar packets that have some caffeine in it. I've been like put it in a bottle, to kind of make like I guess juice, whatever.
Uh-huh.
I've been drinking a lot of those. I was consuming a lot of those, so that's probably what maybe happened. No, I'm not doing a colonoscopy. Holy crap! I will leave that for you and Justin. You guys might probably enjoy that. I've never had that done. I don't
Hey,
want
you're
to
getting to that age where you have to have that done like once, every year or two? I think when you hit 50 or something, you're supposed to start having that done.
No, Robert Glaciers, not the Nano. Hell no, I'm not getting none of them damn little Autel drones. They just not for me.
I like them.
I already have the Auto Levo 2 and I'm very happy with it.
I like the Nanos, but the price are a little steep on them.
I don't want the Nano and I don't want the Light. It just don't like it. As a matter of fact, I'm getting tired of all this mini drone. I hope that DJI don't even make a Mini 3. I hope they don't.
Yeah, but the problem is there's so many, like in the US, the whole registration thing, like who gives a shit? It's $5 and it's who gives a shit how much your drone weighs, you know what I'm saying? It's a
Yeah.
$5 registration. People make such a big deal about it in the US, but now other countries, you can't fly anything bigger than a Mini without having an equivalent to a 107. So a lot of people don't want to go out and get that just to fly recreational. That's why the Minis are doing so good.
Yeah, that and the price. You know what I mean? People like the price in some of the minis, like the Mini
Right.
1, the Mini SE, the Mini 2. The price is pretty, pretty low, but it's still a tiny little drone. Don't get me wrong. I got the Mini 1, and I like it, I'm not in love with it, but I like it. I guess I've been spoiled by the obstacle avoidance, like on the Spark, the Mavic Air One. You know what I mean? The Mavic Air
Right.
Two, the Mavic Two Zoom, Mavic Two Pro. You know, the Alta Levo having it. Even the DJI FPV have the obstacle avoidance, except it's not gonna stop. It will warn you and it will slow down, but it's not gonna stop like the others, you know. But I just like it.
Well, I think the biggest misconception, especially in the U.S. with the minis, is people think, oh, well, I don't have to register it, so it doesn't have to follow the same rules as all the rest of the drones. And that's not the case. Literally, it's just the registration. That's the only difference. But like I said, who gives a crap? It's not a hard thing to do. It takes 5 minutes on the FAA website. Pay $5. You're good for what, 3 years, I think?
Yeah, yeah. Just about every one of my drones, I got it registered. Even though I'm just a recreational, I still register all of my drones. I should have never done that, but that's the way I have every single one of them.
Right. But I
Because
think,
if I'm not mistaken, as a recreational, you only have to you can use the same registration number for all your drones if you're not Part 107.
and the two highest rated drones for 2021 was actually the Air 2 and the Air 2S. And I actually think those were their two best releases over the past year and a half or so.
I love the Mavic Air One. I think it's a fantastic freaking drone. I love the design. The only thing I hate about it is the battery life is short and the noise of the freaking propellers. I think it's obnoxiously loud. Other than that, I love it.
Well, a lot of the first generation ones were. I mean, look at the Spark. That thing was loud as shit, and that was a small drone. I mean, I love my Air 2. That's my favorite drone that I have.
Yeah, I think that's your biggest drone, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my biggest one that I have.
Okay. And do you have the you have the standard remote, or do you at least have the smart controller for that one?
No, I just have the standard remote.
See, I think when I got my DJI Air 2S with the DJI smart controller combo, I think I've been spoiled with it now. I don't even want to use the standard remote no more. I don't even touch the standard remote.
Honestly, this is what I said about the smart controller, right? If they made it compatible with all the drones, like even all the way down to the Mini 1, I would be willing to buy it because I have the Mini 1, the Mini 2, and the Air 2, but I can't use it with any one of those three.
Wait, no, you could use. I'm not talking about the RC Pro. I'm talking about the first generation smart controller.
I want the RC Pro though. That's what I'm saying.
Correct. Well, the RC Pro, I don't think they're gonna make it compatible with the Mavic Air 2 because the Mavic Air 2 is on OcuSync 2. The RC Pro is on OcuSync 3. The DJI Air 2S is on OcuSync 3, and of course the Mavic 3. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't think they're gonna bring it down. However, they might because the first generation smart controller works with the Air 2S. Because that's what I got.
That's why they need to make the RC Pro to where it can switch between OcuSyncs depending on what drone it's connected to.
If they do an update, to where, cause see, they did an update to where before the RC Pro only worked with the Mavic 3, and I think you were there when we were having the conversation in my stream.
Right.
Anyway, however, they did an update last month, I think on the 24th, that now is compatible with the Air 2S. Now you could use it with the Air 2S. However, if they do an update to where now you could use it with the Go 4 app and also the other drone that you were talking about, that will be even amazing because that way I don't have to use, you know what I mean, all these remotes. You follow what I'm saying? I can only use one for all the drones.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like I think the DJI would sell a lot more of those controllers if they just opened it up to every drone that they have. That way, because then I would be willing to go buy it because I'd be able to use that for all three of my drones. And it would be worth the money to me, but I don't want to go buy that controller that I can only use with one or two drones. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest thing. I think that I think there's people out there that honestly would buy just a mini too and would go out and spend the money to buy a smart controller just to want to have it. They might not even have a whole fleet of drones, but they might be willing to buy it.
I think. Hey, brother Jack Rabbit, how you doing, buddy? Scott. I think that I'm sure that they could do it, Justin. I don't know if they're going to, but I'm sure they could do it if they want to.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure it's not. It wouldn't be hard for them to put a system in there, and honestly, it might already be in there, and it might just be whatever firmware they give the controller to whatever OcuSync that it will use. But I think they could make it to where it could just switch to whatever
shoot,
drone
that
it's
was
connected.
not our beeping. I thought it was
Yeah.
his next door.
No, that's okay.
I'll be damned.
Kelly. I'll just let her know.
I think it was 1600.
Thank you, sir. I didn't even know it was. I thought it was
Yeah,
yours.
let me
I've
check.
been telling everybody here that it was yours, and it's
That
mine.
is about to drive me crazy.
I'll be daggone. I didn't even know it was this one. I didn't even pay attention to it. I'm just ready to go.
Hey. They gonna move you out today?
They said that I'm supposed to be out of here. I'm just waiting for the cardiologist to come and check me on, and he said I'm out of here.
Oh,
But
it's
he
only
said that
1100.
3 hours ago. I'm still waiting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow, it's cheaper than I thought. It's 1179 for the RC Pro. I thought it was like around 15 or 1600, but I guess
It's $11.99 in Best Buy and everywhere else, but I think Amazon have it $11.79 now, like $20
Right.
less.
and you get a two-day shipping on it because it's got the free Prime. For some reason, I kept thinking it was around.
That's correct,
6,
Dre. Exactly. That's what I said earlier. Yeah, the Air 2S and the Mavic 3 is the only joint that you could use the RC Pro with.
But
Because
see, oh, go ahead.
What did Akirasha went ahead and put up there? Let me see.
But that's what I'm telling everybody, man. You got those the old smart controllers. You better sell them now because they're getting super outdated, and you're gonna eventually have nothing but a fucking paperweight. Like they were already. Do what?
Are you talking about the first generation smart controller?
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is sell them now while people are still buying them, because in another 6 months, a year, they're just going to be a paperweight because the chipset in them was already 3 years old when they released it. So you're talking about that chipset now is 6, 7. How long has the smart controller been out? About 2 years now, 3 years.
Probably a little longer than that. I don't know.
So that chipset's probably anywhere between 5 to 7 years old already. Like all the updates, it's not going to be able to handle that shit very much longer. And so start crapping up.
Hey,
And
hold on one second. Hey, Akirasha, I will not play that video. That video here, man, that's copyrighted. But it's freaking hilarious. If you click on it, Justin, play it to yourself and watch it. What Akirasha went ahead and put in there on the link. Holy crap, it's funny as hell. But I'm not playing that.
It is, Dre, but that's what I'm saying is they need to come out with a version that can switch between the OcuSyncs. Because I think if they unlock it for all their drones, they would sell more of them, because like people like me that have all OcuSync 2 drones, I'd be willing to buy it and use it because I'd love to have that for all my drones and be able to use it with every one of them. But I'm not going to go out and buy a Mavic 3 or a Air 2S just to have the smart controller.
Yeah. And I do agree with Chris Wedgworth. It is a pretty penny. I guess if you really want to, you'll get it. It is what it is. But other than that, I mean, I would like to have it, to be honest with you, because again, I've been spoiled with the smart controller. I just don't like the high latency that the first generation one have.
Well, and then remember there was also a signal issue where it didn't get as good range as the actual
Correct.
controller
And
that
it's
came up.
correct because the first generation smart controller only have 2 antennas. The RC Pro got 4 antennas, so it
Right.
gives you better coverage on everything, pretty much.
And you know, I was just looking on Amazon, a renewed
Hey,
first
brother Justin, how
generation
you doing,
smart
buddy?
controller.
Hey, honey with JD, how you doing, buddy? Go ahead, Justin.
The first generation DJI smart controller renewed, like a refurbished one, is going for $1,000. So you pay an extra $179, you can get the newer one.
Yeah, they've been selling the old smart controller now pretty dirt cheap.
That's what I'm saying. If
Not
I
pretty
was
dirt.
anybody right now, I would get rid of it now.
I have it, and I don't want to get rid of it because I could still fly my Mavic Air 2, Mavic 2 Zoom, Mavic 2 Pro. I'm not gonna get rid of it because I could
Well, I
fly
mean,
the drones.
you have a reason why you want to keep it, but I'm saying, like, if the newer one seems to be a little too much money or something, sell the old one and use some of that money towards it. Like, get rid of it
Correct.
while you can and get as much
I
as
hear
you
you.
can for it.
I guess that's another reason why I'm selling the Hubsan Zeno one, the Hubsan Zeno Pro Plus, and the Fimi. I'm not really flying those. You know what I
Right.
mean? So those are just there, literally just collecting dust, not doing nothing. And I got a ton of accessories and a ton of batteries for those. But I'm just not flying them.
Well, let's face
They
it, they're
just
not
there.
an Altel or a DJI. They're not going to hold their value for very long before
Uh,
nobody wants them.
you know, hey, it is what it is. You know,
And the
it's,
same with the
it's
smart controllers. You know, they're not going to hold their value forever like the drone itself would.
I mean, 'cause think about it. If DJI came out with a new RC Pro tomorrow, and you could fly every drone, DJI drone you have, including your Altel Evo or the Fimi, or every drone you have, like when you're using your phone or your iPad, everybody gonna sell the old stuff just to get the new one. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Until then, I'm just gonna stay with what I have. I don't think it's gonna come obsolete. I don't think so. I think people still gonna have it.
Well,
Trade.
what I'm saying is for the newer drones, though, they're not going to be able to.
Correct.
I don't know. Eventually, it's going to get to the point where it's going to get super slow, and you're going to notice over time. Because at some point, too, the I don't think the app would actually even be capable of it because
I
of
hate
not
you.
being able to be updated anymore.
Te quiero
I
mucho.
could be wrong.
Te quiero mucho.
I hate you, dude.
I don't know.
I'm
What do
only
you
here
think,
because
Al?
you're in the hospital. What's up, Justin? How you doing, man?
What do you think about that? Do you think that people should get rid of the smart controllers now before they're not? I think they're not going to be worth anything in a year or two.
I still have mine for the Mavic 2 Pro. You could be right. I mean, but if you're going to use it all the time and you're not going to plan on buying another drone, you're probably better off just keeping it. But I don't know. To each his own. What's up, Chris? Hey, my computer went it went kaput.
Hey,
My Apple iMac. I had to take it to Apple the other day, so I'm on my laptop, so I can't see everybody. What's up, everyone? What's up, Joe?
So, are you on an iPad? You on a phone? Or
I am
what?
on my laptop, my Apple laptop.
Oh, okay.
You can't pull out a tab and split the screen.
I can, but I'm not savvy like you, Justin, on every stream and shit.
Oh, okay.
Don't get bashed. Don't get scared. Bashful. That's a good thing.
Hey, 10 Toes, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in, man. I'm doing all right, buddy. Just waiting to get kicked out of here.
All right, I can see everybody. Hey, everyone, how you doing? Robert Glazier, Drone Shots, Jody.
Hey, Paul Murray, how you
Jay.
doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in, man. I'm doing
So what's
all
going
right.
on,
The
Adrian?
legend.
I'm just waiting to get checked out, dude. Just
So what made you get to the hospital? Were you feeling pain in your chest?
no, just having like a little heart flutters. Maybe consuming too much damn caffeine, and it just started. And my doctor just said, "Get your ass to the hospital, get checked out."
Well, you did the right thing.
So I'm not playing with my heart, man. That's my engine, my RTH button, my obstacle avoidance. I need that to work properly. So yeah,
Well, that's good. Well, it's good that you're doing better. You sound like you're better.
I've been better. I never felt sick, even when I'm having those. I never felt sick at all. I was still good.
You see what
So,
Chris in the chat? Chris Woodworth.
dude, I've been letting those out the whole entire day, man, including yesterday, Trey. So them things been coming out. I just trying to be discreet, but they're coming out.
Hey, Jack Rabbit. Then there's Drone Ops, Paul Murray. Hello.
Adios.
What's up?
Don't be surprised if you see me with that Altel Evo machine. Don't say nothing. The one with the two antennas.
Oh, that's the one I got. I'm telling you, the Evo 2 flies a lot better with it. I've not flown the Mavic 3 because I told you I have those GPS issues. I haven't
Yeah.
even tested the new firmware, so
Hey,
it's
brother.
just been in a box sitting sitting under the desk.
Hey, brother Mike, Five Zone Drone. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, man. But that, I would like, man. I wish you just lived close to here so I could just fly your damn thing with that stuff.
Come on
man.
over. You're only like 2,500 miles away. A little
Just
more.
2,500. Yeah.
On the left coast, your favorite coast.
I think they do, man. Because that was actually my machine going off, and I didn't even know it was mine. Trey is on a roll today, man.
But that is true, though. People have literally thought they were having heart attacks, and they were literally just backed up with gas. I've heard about it too.
Could be heartburn, no, Adrian? Is that a possibility? Bad heartburn?
Nah.
I have really bad heartburn, and I've never felt like any like heart flutters from it or anything. Because I take Prilosec all the time because of it.
Well, there you go. I can't eat any spicy food. Not like
Oh,
I used
man, I
to.
love Mexican food and hot sauce, and it fills my stomach every time. I go hit a taco truck, and I'm done after that.
Uh-oh. Somebody pop on in.
He's popping in.
Daggone it. Hold on, man.
Is it Dre?
I'm going to have to go ahead and let this character in. Give me a minute, fellas. Ladies. I know that I'm going to get my butt beat up again, but let me bring him on in. The king, the legend.
Oh, you're
Got
talking
it.
about
Dre,
you must be
hey.
talking about Al, talking about the king, the legend, not me. I'm just a rookie.
Hey, how you doing, brother Dre? Brother Dre, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got to turn off my YouTube stream. There we go. We're good.
Okay.
What's up, Dre? How you doing?
Doing good, man. I really do miss you, dude. You know, I know you be checking on folks on Facebook and stuff, man. But I like to see your face.
I'm a little bashful, man. I don't like going on.
Yeah,
I got
right.
nothing good to say. You guys are all like so smart. Come on here. It's like
I just
I got
want to
nothing
let
to
folks
offer.
know the shirts are coming in. I got to take them to the printer this week.
Oh, nice.
So the shirts are in.
Good.
So we're good to go.
Who does all your printing work, Dre? Who does all your embroidery?
I have to do it with somebody in town. The person that owns the shop, she actually was a former council person for our city, and her daughter runs the printing side. They do anything from regular T-shirt work to embroidery work, and they do me a pretty good deal on it. And I say I got the shirts in. I even got a what's it? Yeah, this is Adrian's sweatshirt right here. I had to
Look
order
at
this.
the love, Adrian.
I had to order this special from Oshkosh Begosh to get the size right.
What?
So
how much are the sweaters going for, Dre?
No, I'm giving these away. in the month of March.
Oh yeah, for
Oh,
the giveaway.
oh, that's right for
right.
your Adrian
Yeah.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my
in the
March
month of
giveaway.
March.
And you guys
You
can
want to
see
get
these are
on
nice thick ones. There's not no thin ones. These are nice thick ones
That's
here
nice.
and stuff, man. They're gonna have on this side. They're gonna have Recovery One drones embroidered over here.
Hey, I got
Stuff,
your I got your second sticker on my hard hat for work.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I got all the extra stickers people sent me. I put them on my hard hat for work.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, we're getting all set. I think I ordered an extra one or two sweatshirt. And I think I ordered extra large, 2 extra large for myself. I had to get a large for Adrian. They couldn't sell me a small, so I had to give him a large. And then I had another extra large, XL, and then I guess another large. I think I got sent another large. So we'll have 3 sizes of the sweatshirts, at least 2 sizes of the shirts initially, unless somebody definitely needs a
Nice.
smaller shirt or something. I've seen most of you guys on online or your videos, so I don't think most of them are not, at least say very slim. So I got those comfortable fitting sizes.
Nice. There you go. I'm sure a large will be very big on Adrian down there.
Yeah, and stuff. So yeah, we'll be good, man. Like I said, just glad that I've been able to pick up quite a bit of work in the last year and going to this year. So I just want to just give back, man.
Nice.
I've been blessed enough to have a job that I make decent money, but I'm always greedy. I always want more, but sometimes you got to realize what you do have and appreciate it, and reach out to others, man.
Well, not to mention, it does get your name out there, and it's a
Well,
tax write-off, right?
Yeah, I can use it as a tax write-off. Not that's gonna make a dent in what I got, what I owe the government, but yeah,
I agree.
and stuff. So yeah, that's the whole deal. I just want to give something back out to the folks out there. I'm not really interested in trying to make money off selling stuff. To me, that's just, I don't know. I'm just not into that. I'd rather just be able to give it away and my appreciation instead of sit here and try to sell stuff to people.
That's awesome.
That's just not my deal.
Hey, how are you guys doing the giveaway? Are you guys doing like the questions? Or
Well, I'll let Adrian decide how he's actually doing it. Only thing I'm gonna ask is that once you win something, you're out for the rest of the month. We want to spread it around to as many people as possible. So if you get a hat, that's it. You get a hat. You get a shirt, you get a shirt. You get a sweatshirt, get the sweatshirt. I don't want somebody trying to get an ensemble here going together.
And that was the point that I'm glad you brought that up, because I was just about to say that if you, Justin, if you win one, you can't win twice. You're
right.
done.
Yeah.
I'll be as simple you. I know how greedy you are.
I don't come on the streams. I've been like hiding under a shell.
Yeah.
I've been watching replays.
Al's just.
I would ask you, how long ago did you used to coach, dude?
I coached. My last year of coaching high school football was 2016.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2016, 2017. I was coaching since 1999.
So why you stop, coach?
Oh man, it's just there's just a lot of issues. There's more issues with the coaches and the parents than the kids.
Yeah, that's why I said high school is about the lowest level I'll do. Last time I coached, I coached in the military, but also coached at the junior college level, and that's why I feel comfortable, because then you're dealing with people. Basically, you're dealing with men, and you're not dealing with mamas and daddies, and and basically you're talking about the lower levels. And Pop Warner, it's just off the chain at that level. Man, parents are just out of control. But you get up to the upper levels, because I coached, defensive backs is my specialty, but I've coached receivers and quarterbacks and so forth my time. But I saw that in your post, man, and people gave you a nice plaque with a photo in it and stuff.
Yeah, that was one of my players when I coached at Oak Grove. I was the D coordinator there. I was the D coordinator, O coordinator, head football coach in those 16 years.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's just it was a little too tough dealing with parents and all the other things.
Oh yeah,
those are the things I didn't like.
And I tell folks, at the high school level, stuff, but I tell people, when you go up to the college level and above, it is a job in itself. When I coached, man, I was spending more time in film rooms and scouting and everything else than I was doing my regular job.
Yeah,
and stuff,
you're not
man.
making money off it. It's more more just the passion and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
And that's what it was for me at my younger days. It was more of a passion, and I wasn't really making any money. And that's why I had to make the hard decision to walk away from it, because there is not a lot of money in it. Not at all. I mean, unless you go to a major institution where the money does get trickled down even to the position coaches, it's all about passion,
Yeah.
you know, because you're not going to be able to raise no family off that. You can't pay the
No,
mortgage on
not
what
at
you do
all.
coaching and stuff, man. But
Too
yeah,
much of a headache. I'm glad I
yeah.
walked away when I did.
Well, that's good, man. That's
Sorry for
see,
saying
you,
that.
you and I have even more things in common than drones. See,
Oh yeah. You played junior college ball. I played junior college ball and D2 ball.
yeah, I've been able to make it to D1 and stuff, and that was about as far as I can go. I always knew, because my height was my biggest drawback. I mean, I'm barely 5'9" on a good day, so if I'm hunched over, I'm probably about 5'8.5".
You 5'9" now. I would have thought you were like 6'2", 6'3".
Now, dude, if I was 6'2", 6'3", I might have had some NFL prospects going. I mean, I had the speed, I had the strength. And like I said, I had the two things, but like I said, you can't teach height, you know,
True.
and stuff. I mean, like I said, strength wise, speed wise, I can play with the big boys and stuff, man. But
The measurables, you have to have the measurables.
Yeah, you gotta have
Right.
the measurables. I tell folks, I played in a high school league that had Anthony Munoz, Ronnie Lott, a couple other NFL greats came out of our league. So I was on the field with those guys were seniors. I was a sophomore, and and like I say, Ronnie Lott wasn't all that fast, but Ronnie had that good side. He was 6'1", okay, carried good weight. I think in high school he played around 185, 190 in high school. Ronnie played safety on defense, and on third downs he would either go to quarterback or play flanker on third downs for his team. But like I say, the measurables, like I say, that's having that right height area. 6'1" was a great height for a defensive back. And like I say, Ronnie would throw every bit of his body into a tackle. That's why he was feared the way he was. That's how he was brought up. You throw everything you got at a person, man, and stuff. And that's about it. So yeah.
Justin, what drone was that?
I was there too. I was just moving it off my desk.
Yeah.
It was right in front of my keyboard.
So I get back to the controller. I just think you're gonna have until I would say DJI makes a decision to either let the RC Pro be the main controller they want, in other words, be its Cadillac, and open it up to more drones. The smart controller is not going to go anywhere, because, like I say, last year when they opened up the smart controller to cover 5 or 6 drones, it just gave itself another several years of shelf life. Like everybody doesn't have the Mavic 3, and so many folks are still. A lot of folks are still, like me. I still have the Mavic 2s. I still have my Phantoms and so forth. Like Al said, he bumped up to a higher grade Phantom just so he could use that smart controller with it.
No.
Like I say, it makes your workflow easier when you only got one controller and stuff. All you gotta do is hit a button that says change it over to this drone, and it automatically will pair it up pretty quick.
It just sucks you can't put like mapping.
Yeah,
software on it,
that's
mapping
that's
apps.
always been the thing. Even with the RC Pro,
Yeah,
you can't add third party software on a new one. So it's just that hopefully it will change, but it hasn't. So we'll see what happens on that. But I think the smart controller will be around for a while until DJI decides to open it up to support backwards compatible drones. I said it has to go back at least to the Phantom 4 2.0 version to people to really say, okay, I can put the smart controller to bed.
I don't think the smart controller will go to bed anytime soon. The enterprise drones like the M300 and stuff
that's what I'm saying.
being used with them. So.
That's just what I'm saying. It has to be compatible with all those drones for it to put the smart controller to bed. It has to open itself up.
What about those? Some of those, wasn't a couple of those matrices though on the pretty much that kill list for DJI though, where they weren't.
It was like, I think there's the Matrice 200, 210. That's the one that Jim has, I think.
Yeah, some of those are on not being produced, but you have so many of them still out there. A lot of departments, law enforcement departments, and fire departments still have those drones, and they're using them.
But I thought they had a list of ones they weren't supporting anymore too.
Well, yeah, there's always going to be that. I mean, I think they stopped manufacturing the Inspire 2 a couple weeks ago. That's on the kill list. Inspire 2. But I'm just saying there's so many of these systems out there that even though they're not manufacturing the unit itself, I think it's still going to be supported software wise. I mean, I just got a new smart controller yesterday because my other one I had the button, the capture button was stuck in a down position, and they sent me an email so they're looking at it. The wording was, "Will repair or send a new one." I knew right there I was getting a new one and stuff.
Well, they sent you a new one.
Yeah, so they sent me a brand new one and stuff, and it came in yesterday.
Nice.
And all I had to do was took me less than a minute to sync it up with the Enterprise Advanced I have, and then I went ahead and did the firmware update to it. That took about 5 minutes, and voila, it's ready to go.
That's surprising. You wouldn't think that would be a complicated fix.
Well, like I say, the option to them is if I want to clean out my inventory, just shovel this stuff out. Like I say, when I sent my Mavic 2 Pro in, that I banged up about a month ago, they sent me a new one. They didn't bother.
I'm thinking about selling my Mavic 2 Pro. I don't want to, but I think my Evo 2 Pro, Dre, could do what my Mavic 2 Pro was doing before. And I'm starting up those construction contracts. So I don't know if I want to keep it or not or sell it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Kind of when you sell things, you happy got rid of it, and then in the long term, you look back and like, I should have never got rid of that.
Yeah. Oh, I guess Steve Carpenter want to know why you're actually in the hospital. AJ, have you seen a doctor yet, or they just gave you a bed and put you in the corner?
Yeah, they went ahead and gave me a bed finally after waiting so long.
So you haven't even seen a doctor yet?
Not really, no.
Oh wow.
So your stream's gonna be like 10 hours. That's how long you're probably gonna be in there.
No, I'm
10 hours are until he farts real good.
Well, every time I've been to the emergency room, 9 out of 10 times I've never seen a doctor, but they'll send you a bill saying you did. But you'll just see like a nurse practitioner, somebody that's like almost at the level of a doctor. They can write prescriptions and stuff and kind of pre-diagnose you.
Yeah.
Because I think nurse practitioners, they can do a lot of what a doctor can as far as diagnose and write prescriptions, but they're not considered a full-fledged doctor. But they're like right on the cusp of it.
Yeah. So much Charles said, no one puts Adrian in the corner.
I'm too damn stubborn for that, man.
Yeah.
Even when I was a kid, you know how many times my daddy whooped my ass for telling me to go in the corner and I still did something else?
Oh, wow. Yeah. So if you're able to say anything, Al, what new projects you got going?
Just the ACS framing. What I was doing. Yeah. First quarter is coming up, and they're going to start some projects.
Oh, okay.
So just doing the basic same thing.
Okay.
The panos, stitching them together, taking oblique photos, some nadir shots, and some video. I try to sell them photogrammetry, 2D dimensional mapping, but they weren't interested.
Yeah, a lot of folks, unless they ask for it right up front, it's hard to sell them on because they don't understand how it can be useful to them. And because I finally downloaded that WebOD program you guys told me about.
Yeah, I tried to do it and I couldn't figure it out, so I just scrapped it.
I looked at it, took a bunch of shots, and I fed it through it, and it came out. There's a lot more to learn and stuff, but for what the program does, I'm pretty satisfied with it. Other than paying all that money per month to drone deployer Pix4D.
Yeah, what's pretty is Maps Made Easy. They got a pretty good, decent rate. You just got to pay into it.
Right, per map.
Per map, yeah.
SJM, that's hard to say. It really depends on what you go to the hospital for or the doctors for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I could say selling 2D and 3D dimensional stuff that they haven't have a real interest in it right off the bat, and that's what I was trying to sell the state on. Like I said, the contractor and the state on when I was doing mine. I said, you really want this could be be beneficial to you. Doing me, have me fly the grid and everything else, and give me a 2D map of it. I said, this is where you guys want to be. And then we're like, oh, just give us the directional shots. I'm like, that's 6-8 shots.
That's what I try to tell them. If you're in one of these sites where it's in a 200-foot ceiling, I couldn't go higher than that. I mean, you could go higher than that, but but I couldn't. So I had to take the pictures, the nadir pictures of a lot that's huge. Their site was ginormous, and I had to take like 20 shots, and it was just like, it wasn't the whole scope of it. And I was trying to tell them that, and still they weren't interested.
Yeah. So like I said, it made it the two-dimensional stuff is, I think it's, as things progress and I think people in the industry become self-educated and comfortable using that type of information, I think it'll start being more recognizably used more often. Right now, like I said, we're still at that picture stage where they're used to getting aerial shots from helicopters and planes. And like I said, that was in the language of this contract I just did. That they were talking about, helicopters, put it on DVD and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, what?
I was watching drone, the replay of Knucklehead Adrian stream the other day, and you were talking about you got big projects. Did you land them?
Yeah, I did get finalized for the it's a CHP project in Loma Linda, California, and then this one from over in Beaumont. It's en route to Palm Springs in Beaumont, California. Is Amazon, 2 Amazon buildings going up side by side.
And they're building those things everywhere where you're
Yeah, and like I said, that one just kind of fell in my lap, dude. I was on my way back from some training up in Lompoc, California, and I'm in the car and the phone rings, and I'm like, the guy said, "This Draymond Crawford." I said, "Yeah, it's me." I said, "I'm so and so, and we're interested in blah 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 this and that." I'm like, "Really?" I said, "Well, here's my email. Send me the information because I'm driving right now. I'm trying to contain my excitement, and stuff. I'm driving. I don't want to crash into something, So it came through, man. I was like, good deal.
Nice. When you start on that?
I'll be doing my second flight next week. Actually, this weekend coming up the 12th, I'll be doing my second flight for that. And now they do want the 2D and they also want the directionals. Mapping that one. They want the directionals and they want a orbit. And I'll do that each time. So I'll be out there at least 3 hours each time I go out there doing all that.
So using Litchi for.
I'm using Litchi for the orbit. I'm using Drone Deploy for the directionals and the mapping.
Nice.
And they're doing all the processing. So that's why I said great. I said, yeah, we just need you to fly it. I'm like,
nice.
Swear off my nose, man. So,
there you go. That's easy money right there.
There you go. That's easy money right there. So
I just did a progress shoot over at Solar for Ice again. And,
okay.
The client was happy, and then at the end of the day, I get a call. Hey, can you cut it down a bit? I was like, wait a minute. I thought you said you were happy.
Yeah.
Now you're saying I got to cut it down? Which one is it off? Well, the client may not want all this like in one video. It might be drawn out too long.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, I can't do anything. My desktop is at Apple now.
Oh,
I'm on my laptop. Yeah, my desktop crashed when I was editing on Final Cut Pro. It just shut down the computer, and it kept on doing it. So I had to take it in. Yeah.
So, well, you always gonna get that, man, where you're trying to feel like you want to include as much as you can to satisfy all their desires. Because they always say, well, make sure you add this in there. Make sure you add that there. We really want to see this. And you try to put it all in there. And then they say, well, can you cut it down? I said, well, cut it down means I got to cut something out.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
which you would not want to see in the video.
Well, that's the part. They couldn't make their mind up.
Right. And that's what I'm saying.
It was crazy.
Because you can only, most of the stuff is going to be B-roll stuff anyway. So you're like, okay, instead of it being maybe 10 seconds long, you cut it down to maybe 7-second long shot right there. And that's all you can do is just, you're taking seconds off of that. And then they say, well, we actually, it might have been, let's say 5 minutes to start with, and you cut it down to maybe 4:15. And I say, well, can you cut down some more? I said, dude, I'm like, we're going to start.
The first one I did was 2 minutes. They requested 2 minutes. No shot list. I get there.
Yeah.
The guy there's like, I don't know. This is your job. Use your creative flow. I was like, all right, cool. No shot list. I'm going to do that.
That
Oh man,
word right there is the
I did it, and when I got back from it, they're
Uh-huh.
like, "They don't think you were on the job site very long." I was like, "What the fuck? I was there forever. Look at the footage, the raw footage." So there you go.
But that word
Then
right
you
there
do
is
know.
it's almost like a curse word. That's when they say be creative, and you have to be creative, and they say, well, that's not exactly what we were looking for.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
I'm like, you said be creative, so I'm being
Yeah,
creative.
it's crushing when they tell you that, right? It's like, hey
Yeah,
man, I used my
yeah,
creative flow, and now you're saying
right,
that's not good enough.
right, yeah. SJM Drones, the media asked a question about is Litchi reliable? I've been using it for at least 2 years, and I've never had a problem with it.
Are you
Never.
using it on the smart controller, or you do it on your iPad?
Oh, I use it on my iPad or my whatever other third party device I'm using, but I've never had a problem with it, dude. And I say Litchi allows you to actually even adjust what you're doing on the fly. You can be out there, so okay, I need to up the the altitude on this waypoint here. You can do it right there on the spot, edit it right there on the spot, and fly it again and stuff. So that's why I like Litchi a lot. And like I said,
Yeah.
I have certain parts of it where I have it audible, where I can hear the battery level all the time and my altitude level all the time.
It's a good app.
Yeah,
You
it's a
just
good
got to
app.
know how to work it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? With the camera movements and stuff like
Right.
that. That's what I'm
Right.
still trying to figure out.
Yeah, that same here, because I would like to be able to combine video along with still shots all in one flight, because I know it's
But you've been
capable.
doing it on your park videos. I've seen them, the cameras
Yeah.
panning and moving
Oh
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So that's some good stuff. That's what I've yet to figure out how to do and make it
Well,
look
The
like a
best way
manual flight.
the best way to do that is download the let me bring it up here. It's Litchi. Let me bring this down if I can find it. It's called where is it? Litchi, virtual Litchi mission. Find that right there, and that allows you to bring up the whole mapping mission. You just all you do is click on the CVS file, and automatically you need to also download Google Earth, and it'll automatically transfer over to Google Earth, and it will do a simulation of your whole flight.
Oh, nice.
And that way you can tell where your camera's tilting at, panning, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's a good representation of what you're going to actually do out there. So
I started using it, and the only problem is like I couldn't do like the camera movements. So it was great for setting the same altitude because that's what you want to do with the progress.
Right.
I got it. It was just filming like an area I picked, and then when I get to one side of the site, it would I didn't know how to set it right. It would go to another area, so it didn't cover everything correctly. So I just started flying it manual.
Well, I said, okay, you're setting points of interest, right? Inside of your
points of interest.
Points of interest, and like I say, now when you set the camera head, or you put it on, I have to bring the whole thing up now.
Take care of Rodney Charles.
It's called. Let me bring up the program real quick here. It's a term they use for the camera mode for the head, as far as allowing the head to gradually float through to the next waypoint. It doesn't do a quick shift or anything or whatever. It does a nice move. As the drone moves, the head will flow naturally. It's,
because if you don't do that, the camera is like really like a violent movement. Like, you know what I mean? It's not,
right. Yeah, I'm going to bring up one right now on my computer. Let me open up one of these. Let me see. Yeah, we'll open that one up. Okay, in the settings. Okay, in the settings, have your default gimbal pitch mode set to focus POI.
Focus POI? That's what makes it move smooth?
Yes, because as the drone moves, it maintains that look at the point of interest, and then once it gets a certain point, it gradually goes over to the next point of interest. It won't make a violent movement.
You know, it's between the kidneys and the thing, and kidneys in the heart, right?
You said focus. What was it again?
Focus POI. Because you got disable, focus POI, and you got interpolated. Make sure each waypoint is. Thank you, Adrian. Each waypoint is at focus POI.
Hey, how did that thermometer feel up your ass?
Maybe we can get Johnny here later today.
Oh man.
Where do you live?
The thermometer, when they check my temperature,
Was
it
cold?
goes right here, not down there.
Well, yeah, Al, you got to realize they actually put him in the adult side, not the pediatrics.
Hey, Sean, how you doing, HFTV? Dre, you're a good guy. Don't listen to Aldias, please.
Yeah. We all love you, Adrian. Don't worry about it. I'm just glad you're there in good mindset and basic good health. You know, that is not something that's more seriously wrong. Like I say, a little over a year ago, dude, I was in there KO'd for like 3 days. Didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And my wife has a recording of me calling her, tell her this is Draymond Crawford. I'm at Kaiser Hospital. Come get me. And I don't even remember making the call.
Wow.
Or it could be that you have,
So yeah, I say just be glad you are able to do what you're doing, partner.
I got a doctor next door. I'm gonna put myself on mute.
All right. Yeah. So I think Robert Glaze was asking. I said no, he's gonna do an unboxing of his colonoscopy. Oh.
Well, I told Adrian, I said, you're getting to that age, man, where you're going to have that done every year or two. What is it, every 2 years or every year?
Well, it was every 5 years. And see, my family has a history of it. So I've been hit up 3-4 times now. So
I'm not looking forward to that. I don't want to be violated.
Dude, that's why I said they give you that, that something, I call it the Michael Jackson juice, man. They tell you count backwards, you'd be lucky if you get the 5. Yeah,
lights out.
Lights out, dude. You are out.
You're being violated.
and then you wake up about maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes later, dude, having the best sleep you ever had in your life.
Yeah, and then when you get up, you can't walk.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing is you hope you don't leak.
Jesus.
Uh,
Justin, how old are you? You're young, huh?
I'm 36.
36? You are young.
Yeah, I'm as old as Dre's. What, your oldest?
Yeah, my oldest is 36.
Brother Dre.
I always remind Dre that every time.
I think you went ahead and gave us a little bit too much information with the drip back there. But that's too much, sir.
Way too much.
Honestly, that doesn't happen to everybody. I just heard it didn't happen to me. I just know I've heard stories.
I think you were reminiscing back on your law enforcement days when you had to whip somebody's butt really good and it was dripping.
Did you get lunch, Adrian?
Ooh, burger.
The lunch, when they give you food here, just by looking at it, you don't even want to eat it, man.
What is it? What are you eating?
So even my next door neighbor, he just started laughing. Dude, the food don't even look eatable. I wouldn't even feed it to my dog or my cat, man.
You're eating it now. What the hell are you eating?
That's what I'm eating.
What is that?
A turkey, cheese sandwich. That's it.
With no mayo.
No mayo, no lettuce, tomato. That's cafeteria.
They give you a packet
condiments right here, but I don't want them.
Yep. Oh man.
I will leave that for Aldias to eat that back in California.
Yeah, send it to me. It'll probably be nice and rotten by the time I get it.
Yeah.
How's the weather over there in Florida?
I'll send it to Justin because he only got that Obamacare BS, so he needs some food.
Yeah. Look, I tried to do that whole was it that Affordable Care Act? I called up and asked them. They wanted like $600 or $700 a month for me and my wife. I said, "How the hell is that affordable?"
That was a joke, not for you to go into a whole spiel about it.
Now you say $600 for you and the wife. How much for the whole family?
Well, at the time the kids were on Medicaid, so
they
had free insurance.
So don't think $600-700 is expensive, dude, because that's nothing. I mean, I know.
Well, I was comparing it to the Walmart insurance because I could get it through Walmart, and Walmart it was only $280 a month for me and my wife, and it was actually a little bit better coverage than what they were offering.
Yeah. Yeah, it always comes down to what your employer's kicking in and stuff, man. Because yeah, I said I work for a city, dude, and my insurance is still sky high for my whole
Dre,
family.
everything in California is sky high.
Yeah, for my whole family, it's $1,500 a month.
Wow.
Well, you know, see, that's why I try to, when some of these guys from like the UK and Canada were asking about our insurance, when you factor in how high their tax rate is, guess what? They're paying the same amount we are in the long term if you really look at it.
Yeah, and that's why I tell people sometimes when we talk about universal care, I said they'll find a way to get the money either way. And, you know, it is what it is. And I tell people, you know, for our society, like I tell on several things, we look at Social Security. It's a socialist concept, but it's a safety net for a lot of people in this country who worked their lives off, didn't get a chance to save a lot of money just because they were just working paycheck to paycheck. So that Social Security is their lifeline when they retire. Because nobody wants to work all their lives and drop dead the day after. You know, you want to enjoy some things. And the same thing with universal health care is that, you know, if everybody has the opportunity to at least have some kind of level of coverage, things like diabetes, cancer, a lot of things that could be caught early and treatable if possible, if people are able to go to the doctor on a regular basis without being concerned about the cost and so forth. You know, but it's like anything else with your car. If you go out and take care of your car, change the oil on a regular basis, keep the tires on a good deal, that kind of stuff, it lasts a little longer, you know. But if you do it only when you have to, don't get upset when you get knocks in the engine and it goes out. You always got in the shop all the time and you run around on half-ball tires and you get a flat. I mean, there's just some things I look at this. If you can make our society better, I'm with it. Like I said, everybody's got to chip in though.
And another thing, Dre, I'm sure you know about this right here, but for example, my warranty expired on my truck, so I have to get an extended warranty from another company, like a third party.
Mm-hmm.
And even they tell you that if you don't keep up with your regular maintenance on the truck, they're not going to be held responsible for any damages because you're still responsible for the rotation of the tires, you know, new tires, your oil change, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. They will cover X, Y, and Z, but they don't just cover everything on your truck like lug nuts, you know what I mean? You have to still take care of it.
Yeah. Now, to me, the biggest joke as far as insurance, health insurance, is dental insurance, dude. That is a racket. Dental insurance don't cover nothing. They don't cover jack. I'd rather pay more money and get more coverage than what I do now, dude. It's like after getting your teeth cleaned in an x-ray, it's like, gimme.
And a lot of dental insurance, they'll tell you, oh, it's really good. And then you'll get it and you'll find out all it covers is a teeth cleaner.
Yeah.
It doesn't cover any kind of dental work or dentures or anything else.
Yeah, it's just a racket, dude. And I just shake my head. You know, my wife and I, we're lucky enough that I have coverage and we have double coverage on our dental. And we're still paying out of pocket. You know, so I'm like,
dental insurance is insane.
Yeah. That's just a racket to me and stuff.
But then, you know, I was telling, somebody was saying, one of these guys in here was saying something about, you know, people that are out of work not having health insurance. I was like, they get better coverage with Medicare not working than what you pay out of pocket out of your paycheck every week or every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
the insurance you get through your company.
Yeah. So that's why I say, you know, to go that route, just like they do in Canada and UK and other places, everybody's got to pitch in. It comes out of your taxes or whatever. Everybody participates. And the simple thing is, like I tell folks, I don't care if it even comes out of retail sales, because we all buying crap all the time and stuff. So I mean, just think of this: 0.25% on a sales tax. So 0.25% could probably cover majority of the people in each state out of a 0.25% sales tax for health insurance. something that you would never even notice. You wouldn't even notice. And stuff.
Well, because if you look at that, like I said, the average tax rate in Canada was what 23.2%. So that means every $100 they're going to be taking $23 out, roughly around $23 out of your paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
That's so when it comes down to it, and you're losing $300-400 out of your paycheck every 2 weeks. Guess where that's going? Towards your health care, everything else the government's giving to you.
Right. Yep.
So you're paying the same as us.
Right, because I'm paying. Al could tell you, I know Al knows about PERS or not, but that's the state insurance, the state retirement plan. Our city stopped paying our share. I said the Lion part of the share when we had to file bankruptcy back in 2011. So when I first got hired by the city in 2007, they used to cover all my retirement and some other things. Now I'm forking out. This is per paycheck. I'm forking out over $300 per paycheck on my own retirement. And the city won't kick in anything anymore.
Do they match that, Dre? Are they matching that for you?
They're supposed to go back to, but I don't know for sure. And so we went through so much mess during our bankruptcy, man. It's just a lot of benefits that we did have, we totally lost. Just like we used to have gap insurance, which means if you retired at age, say 51, 52, but you can't claim Social Security till you're 65. Our city used to have what we call gap insurance. You can still be on the city's insurance plan until age 65, where Medicare picks up. Took that away. Now everybody's working longer just to hang on to 65 so they can get Medicare to pick up for health.
If you're lucky to live that long, right?
Yeah, if you're lucky to live that long. So I mean, it's lucky for me. I came on at a later age to this city and stuff. So when I retire, I'll be 65 and stuff. So I'll be right there.
You get the highest pay you were receiving through your tenure of years, right?
Yeah, I'll get the highest 1 year. I think the new one is the highest 3-year average. Mine's still the 1 year average.
Yeah, because when they used to match it, it would have been a certain percentage, and then anything you put past that is just you putting in.
Right.
It'd been like 6 or 7%.
Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, that's how it used to work. Not anymore. And like I said, and now the guys who came on, I know in our city since 2011, 2012. I came on where we could retire at 55, 3% at 55. No, 2.7 at 55. Now the guys after me, after 2012, have to come in at 2.1 at, I think it's 58 or 60, something like that.
So
before the elder retired.
I was gonna say, if you left at an earlier age, you're not getting your contributions, are you? You're getting like a certain percentage of it.
The lesser percentage. Percentage. Like I said, if I left now with 5 years left, I'll probably get about maybe 16% instead of 20. Not 16%. I say somewhere around 20 something plus percent. If I wait through the whole 20 years, plus I got another 8 years wrapped up in law enforcement. When I actually walk out the door, I'll have a total of 28 years wrapped up, which will put me right about 26, 27%.
Are you thinking about doing that and going full time with your drone stuff, or are you gonna kind of like still kind of do it?
Like I say, my goal is 65. I say hopefully I'll be at a position then. That's why I started what I did with my drones as far as working, is that getting something established now. Now I'm not dependent upon it 100%. So when I walk out the door here at 65, I'll hopefully be in a position I can pick and choose jobs that I want to go do. Don't have to be a road warrior, that kind of stuff, chasing money up and down the highway just to make ends meet. Like I tell a lot of young guys, buy a house early when you can. So my house will already be paid off. Hopefully the car is the only situation you're talking about. You have to buy another car, all that kind of good stuff and everything. So basically my
Trey, you bought your house in the 70s, I bet, or 80s.
Actually, I bought it in 93.
Oh, okay.
So my 30 years is next year.
Oh, wow.
Well, a lot of people's car payments, tend to just kind of be through their whole life, because every 5-8 years, a lot of people are getting new cars.
And that's depending upon where you live. Because I know people on the New England area, type like that, they have to buy cars every 3 to 4 years just because of rust because of the weather conditions and so forth. So that depends upon your usage and everything else. So like I say, I just bought this car for my wife. Our other car just went over 100,000. There were some other factors why I did it at this time, but I'm looking at this might be the last car I need to buy her for quite a while. Like
That's a nice car, by the way. That Jaguar.
So like I say, and like the one I have, my car is older. It's a 2009 Jag that I have, and it's paid off. But I know me for what I want. I can't afford it right now, so I might have to hang on to this one I have for another 6-7 years. It'll be close to classic status by the time I'm able to buy something else.
I do have to agree with you, Aldias. That car
What's
that
up?
he has, that Jaguar that he made that video.
Oh, it's beautiful. The video is great too.
That sucker is badass. The thing that got me the most is like my truck. That big old screen on the truck is what got me. But
you have that in your truck, Adrian?
yes, I have the big old 15-inch monitor on my truck on the dashboard. But Dre is when he crank it, the little shifter knob, it just comes from under, it just comes up. I think that's badass. I love that. I think that's sick.
Yeah, I re-edited a little bit of it because some guy asked me to do it. A guy at the dealership asked me to like you say, Al, he wanted to see a shorter version. so I cut it down a little bit and re-edited a little bit here and there and threw it out there and stuff. And he said he liked it a lot, so we'll see how that might come down the road. That's why I titled that. Sometimes you gotta be flexible with your talents. You never know who's watching your stuff, and they might say, "Hey, I like what else can you do?" And like I said, very little bit of drone usage in that video. And I used the Mavic 2 Pro to do the tracking part of that, and I think one shot, the shot coming down top of the hood and everything, and all the rest was done on groundwork using my Fimi Palm on the rest. And I used I bought me a monopole, and I had those Holem gimbals, and I attached the GoPro to that, and that thing does that 360 turn. That's how I did that with.
That's a nice shot.
That's with a GoPro and a gimbal doing a 360 turn and stuff. So that's how I did that, and see how it comes out. So I'm in the process now. I got it's like a slider monopod. It's called Slide Pod. I got that coming next Tuesday. I already had
Is that the one you leave it? It's kind of grounded and it kind of has a little track and a.
Well, that's a regular slider, and I have one of those, but I've only used it once because it's such a pain to set up. I mean, once it's up, it does great shots. I mean, smooth, silky smooth, man. But like I said, you got to have at least 2 tripods or something that you set both ends on. This monopod thing is that it sits on a single tripod, or you can even hand hold it, and it extends out maybe about I think it's about 18 inches. It'll extend out or retract and stuff, and you can attach another gimbal to that, and also have the gimbal move the camera any direction you want, as far as a follow me mode and stuff. So I'm gonna have that in my arsenal to do more shots. Just like I said, just trying to be more creative in what I'm putting out there. Gotta be flexible, because like I said, the drone field is getting crowded. As soon as Adrian gets his 107, he'd probably be traveling state to state.
It's so saturated.
So you gotta be you gotta be able to offer more than just flying around. I see guys all the time in some of these forums, man, talking about, just got a drone, and I always ask questions. I said, what else you got? What else qualifications you got? And then they get quiet, and I say, dude.
I do have a question on your Jaguar.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you already talked about it, but I wasn't really listening because I was tapping on the chat. When you did that video, when you went in the car and you went like that, how did you get that done?
I was just telling Al, I had bought a regular monopole, which is a long pole that you can mount a camera or whatever. What I did was I mounted one of my gimbals on it with a GoPro attached to it, and the gimbal can do a 360 turn.
Okay.
So I put it in the the pan follow mode, and all I did was hit the button, and that thing just spins right around, and I pulled it back at the same time.
Got you.
and stuff. And give you that effect.
Well, you know, the drone industry is still kind of, I would say, somewhat still in its infancy. And the best way
Yeah.
to learn at the moment is honestly, you would have to shadow somebody like you or Al or Jim, people that are out there actually doing, you know, inspections and construction sites and stuff. That's the best way to learn, I think, is you need to find somebody that you can go out and almost like be an apprentice for.
Well, like I say, what you got to realize, and guys, additional guys I follow besides just drone guys is the photographers that are out there. Guys like as a Jevon Dovey and Matt McKinnon. A lot of these guys, they're actually photographers, but they use drones in their work. So that's what I'm saying. This is the group that we're bumping up against. And those are the guys who are getting really the high-end jobs versus actual drone pilots, because these guys offer a wide variety of stuff. They do, they're talking about, they put on their gimbals, they're putting DSLR cameras and stuff like that. They're using red cameras, and so drones to them is just a natural progression. Moving forward.
It's just another tool.
Just another tool. And that's why I tell folks, it's just a tool, another tool in the bag. So, yeah, you get, I tell folks to look at those guys, follow their channels, and then you'll see, as I say, how to become a better filmmaker, how to tell a story without saying a word, or how to be a better narrator when you are describing stuff. These guys, they have average 2 to 3 cameras running constantly, doing shots.
I was gonna say they got a pretty big production. I'm sure they got a team of guys.
Yeah, a lot of them do have a team of guys, but some of them they do I would say behind the scenes of how they do things by themselves. How they sit there and have a camera offside from this corner. And I said all it comes down to is editing, where you're still talking to the front camera, but you get a side shot showing you talking or whatever, describing something, or you throw in a little B-roll in between. Might be some drone footage. So I tell folks is that's what they talk about being creative. That's how you become creative.
Well, I see a lot on those. Oh, sorry, Jay.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I see a lot on like the Facebook groups and stuff, kind of like we were talking, where people will buy like a Mini 2 or a Mini 1, and then they'll be like, "How do I get my 107 so I can start making money?" And I'm like, yeah, you gotta get a way better drone than that if you want to do some serious work.
Yeah, well, I tell people, the drone you have now may not be the drone you're going to have down the road. As always, just like all of us, we all started with something at one point and went on from there. And these guys talking about getting work, they'll find out very quickly. I need to up my game to something that's going to be seriously considered as a tool in my bag, and I'm gonna need to invest in a higher level drone, either be a Autel drone or higher levels, Mavic 3s or Phantoms or whatever. It's a learn. I mean, I never doubt anybody for saying. I asked him, I said, what else do you bring? I said, what do you bring? I've gotten 2 jobs recently, not because of my drone, it's because of my background. Because they say, hey, you're, inspector, this and that.
Certificated, you have all those
certificated. And I say, everything I am, you can go online to sites I give you, and you'll see my name listed. Hey, this guy is a certified erosion control inspector. You go to the site for QSPs in California, I think it's under Sacramento State University. You'll see my name listed as a QSP and stuff. So I'm just saying, there's things that I can be verified on as legitimate. I had the certificates. I have my.
Don't you do swap inspections too?
What kind?
Inspection, SWIDL swap. What is it called?
SWIP. Yeah, SWIP. Yeah, and I can say that's what a QSP is, qualified SWIP practitioner. Okay. And basically, you have 2 levels of that. You have the practitioner, which means you're the guy who goes out to the site itself and can make recommendations, or you can change the existing SWIP for problems that are occurring. And you have the next level up, which is called QSD, which is a qualified SWIP designer, which you're the guy who pretty much sits back in the office and you write out the whole plan of ins and out, A, B, C, D, and E of what they're going to do at each phase of the job.
But you're taking pictures with your drones to do that, right? I mean, you can use a camera.
You can. Like I say, everything you do in construction was all done walking before. The drone gives you a different perspective and a lot less physical demanding, walking around on the drone on a site. And that's what I said. A lot of times you got to drag these people into the future with you because they're used to somebody walking out there with a point and shoot camera and like, yeah, what am I looking at here? There's no context of what I'm looking at. With a drone, because of the wide view angle, they get to see part of the whole site. And then you can bring another shot where the drone gets closer. In other words, they get context of what they're looking at. And like you said, we do progressions. That's the candy. That's the icing on the cake right there, dude. Because they see, oh, this is how my job is coming along.
Like the stakeholders.
Yeah,
and
the stakeholders.
Developers, all that stuff.
Because the job out in Banning I'm doing with the Amazon, they have a stationary camera up there that's doing the time lapse and stuff. I have nothing to do with. Because that's expensive rigging is doing having a time lapse camera. That is expensive and stuff. So like I said, they have all these different things they're looking at, they want and stuff. And that's why you got to say, okay, what do you bring to the table other than the fact that I own a drone?
Yeah, you know it's getting huge too. I don't know about where you guys are at, is roof inspections.
Yeah.
Because inspectors don't want to go up to the roof, climb up there and,
it's a liability.
And walk it. Yeah, exactly.
And like I said, you will have certain companies, especially cities or counties, that don't even allow their inspectors to get on the roof because of liability issues. Because guys falling off roofs, all this kind of stuff. Now you got a workers' comp claim. So now you can just get a drone up there, take all the pictures you want. Yep. Nobody's getting harmed. A lot less to fix a drone than to fix a human being.
I've been doing a lot of the roof inspections and the construction stuff is starting up again. But as of lately, it's been a lot of roof inspections. I didn't even expect that to. Yeah,
and you'll get a lot of requests for pre-solar installment inspections.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't got to that.
You're pretty much doing this full time, right?
What was that?
You're pretty much doing all this full time, right?
No, I'm not doing it full time, dude. I got a second job in working for the district. I've been there for 20 years. Fremont
Or do you think that you're going to get to the point where are you getting to the point?
Well, that's what I was asking Dre because I want to hang it up, dude. I want to retire and kind of move on to the drone aspect of my little small business. But it's so saturated. You know what I mean?
You don't think
the market, especially in this area, there's so many drone pilots that have their 107, and they're going to do stuff that's probably not as good as quality, but they're definitely going to give the right price because they're going to undercut everybody to get it.
Well, think about how many shady real estate, real estate companies that are out there that are probably using people that aren't on license.
Right.
So, because even Jim said, he's noticed here in Florida, that the prices are going way down for what they want to pay you to do now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He said he used to get paid a couple $100 to do this job. Now they want $60 to do it.
Yeah, they're not getting any.
Yeah.
Especially like those other sites, like what's it, Drone Base? Some of those, unless you've done it work for them and you've had the experience, they're not going to pay you very much. You know what I mean? And if you don't take the job, someone else will. So it's one of those things.
And like anything else, your reputation is gonna get you more work than anything else. And as I say, right now, just like Al and myself, the more you work with these people, word of mouth, because they're gonna work with other contractors, developers, and everything else. And that's where you go at. And just like real estate, they're gonna talk to somebody else who's asking about, hey, who did that for you? Oh, I got this guy over here did it for me. I'll send him your way. And
that's another thing, Dre, right? Like, location. Under the drone, put location.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
Which field do you think drones are being used the most in right now? Probably real estate. That's
real estate. I say real estate's a big, broad term. When I say real estate, I say commercial construction, which is still real estate. Right. That is, I think, drones are used more, and that's where more money is spent. Like these Amazon buildings I'm doing. Those are multi-million-dollar buildings that are being built. Investors, maybe overseas or wherever the case may be. Here in America, we think Amazon, we think just Jeff Bezos. But Amazon represents a lot of things, a lot of people. So like I say, everybody wants to document it, and paying you $300-400 to fly a drone for an hour or two, that's a drop in the bucket, dude. That's not even a load of concrete to do. Like I say,
it's like Jackrabbit said, real estate is kind of like the bottom of the barrel. Hearing, I don't know about where you're at, Dre, but I'm pretty sure it's the same. Realtors can just use their phone, take a picture, and the house will sell like 2 days later, 3 days
Yeah,
later.
because the market is so hot. The market is hot
exactly.
pretty much across the country. So yeah, real estate is hot right now. So you have folks who, like I say, take a shortcut and take pictures, find somebody, do it real cheap. I think the average price on drone base for a basic house real estate job is like $50. $50 what you get paid.
Brother Steve-O.
You gotta understand though, when you're doing
Adrian.
those real estate residential homes, I think people are doing that as primarily did it before using their cameras, and they just added a drone to get a different perspective. I don't think it's beneficial because they don't really, at least not here, man. I'm not getting any hits. The last person I talked to, it was a real estate agent, said they use their phone.
Yeah.
Well, even if it's $50 a house, think about it. If somebody goes around and spends 10, 15 minutes at a house doing it, and then jump to 10, 15, 20 houses in a day, especially in a market like Florida, you see a lot of drone footage for houses.
Well,
they probably could make
Adrian,
$600,
I just want to say
$700
this
a day.
is one heck of a way not to have a show tonight.
I know.
to go to the hospital and then come on in the middle of the day. I get up and I'm looking on my phone. I'm sitting there going, no show tonight. And I look on it and it says you're live. I'm going, what the hell is he doing live?
Steve,
live in the hospital too, huh?
Hey, check this out, Steve. And you know what's the beautiful thing? The amazing, the food sucks, but they have a great internet.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's good.
Yeah, but getting back what you're saying, Justin, that's what I say about making connections. It's all about relationships. If you can get like I tell people all the time, if you can get a couple realtors, let's say you get 5 realtors, okay? If they can each month feed you at least 3 listings a piece each month at $50 a head, you add it up right there. You can make decent money. Okay, but you got to have a pool of realtors that you work with. It can't just be one guy you shoot with, because he may have maybe a good month where he has maybe 4 or 5 listings, and the next month he's dry. So you got to have at least, the more realtors you work with, the more work you comes your way.
One of the good ways to get into that too is when
Yes,
these
sir.
caravans go around.
You just make it look fancy,
in
but when
order
you
to
put
look
it in
at
your
homes,
tongue, it's over.
You get in and you do a presentation to the caravan. You
Mine
ask
get a
one
little
of your
flower decoration
realtors
on it.
that
I don't
you
even know
have there,
why.
and you ask them to get in on a presentation, and you'll find out that here in California, the 2 realtors I know that shoot drone footage, over 75% of the people that are shooting drone footage are not Part 107. So then what they do is they go in and explain the fines that will be not only established to the pilot, but to the realtor for using those photos.
But let's face it, are they ever going to bust 90% of these people? No, because the amount of drone footage being taken every day.
But it's a marketing aspect to look at in order to clear. In other words, we self-market. I'm a contractor, and there are so many non-licensed contractors, and Dre can identify with this, that are out there, that's where it happens. In fact, there was an inspector here in Orange County. This is going back 40 years ago. He'd find out that a contractor wasn't licensed, he would turn them in, and they were getting a reward program. He paid for every one of his vacations every year by just turning contractors in.
Well, they actually arrest contractors here. The sheriff's department will roll up on them on job sites if they don't have their license. They'll start arresting people and shut their whole site down.
Yeah, there's always going to be ways, especially when you talk about government involvement. If they can find some way to, as they say, I use the term incentivize. I can say arresting people, finding people, whatever. They'll do it at a certain point. Like I say, it just drones have not come that much of a nuisance to where enforcement is needed for the most point. You saw the big thing they put out for the Super Bowl out here. I mean, if Steve walks down 2 blocks, he might not be able to fly.
I'm going to Newport Beach, and I'm going to stay at 31 miles out I'm putting
Yeah.
my drone up and see what happens.
What's the radius? Like 30 miles?
30 miles.
30-mile radius. That is probably
That's
a no
insane.
drone zone. The actual no fly zone is only a mile out of the stadium, but the no drone zone is 30 miles, which it puts it. I live about 55, 60 miles east of LA. So somewhere around, I want to say just past Pomona or Mount Clair, California, is where it would end for me. So I'm good. I'm good to go and stuff. But,
Would you still be able to lock? Does DJI, since it's a TFR, do they lock out if you try to launch like within that 30 miles? Do they?
It's a no-fly zone. Period. FAA.
No, but I'm just saying,
can't
like if you
fly.
we know that and we
Yeah.
wouldn't fly. But if
that's
someone
what-
didn't know that and they flew their drone within that 30-mile radius,
That's
would it
going to
still
be
take off?
that's going to be the $1 million question, and I'm sure somebody's going to try to answer it. I guarantee you somebody's going to try to answer it and find out what the deal is, because like I said, that's a large area, and like you say, how many people are flying FPV? How many folks are flying oddtails? How many folks are flying whatever else out there who will get up in the air and do whatever they're going to do? So
And some of the older DJIs, like the Inspire ones, don't have the geofencing. So
I think they do. Or at least maybe their last firmware they might have it.
right, the same thing. I have a Phantom 3 Pro like that it'll get up and go without much problem either and stuff, because like you said, they're not supported anymore software wise, so it hasn't got any updates. So whatever last one that was on there, that's what it has. You know, so like that's why I think why they can do that, put a 30-mile radius out there, so if someone does turn somebody in or you get caught flying it, you know, it's gonna be on you.
Hey, speaking of the Super Bowl, did they ever catch that person who flew that drone in the Bengals game against Raiders?
I haven't heard anything officially.
Mm.
It just I know somebody else used that footage the other day.
I'm just curious
watched the
because
video.
I hear like Philly Mike got the fine. You didn't
Yeah,
hear anything
yeah.
about that. So you're wondering if the FAA is just putting it out there and not like following up on it, or if there's something really being done.
Well, can I say one thing real quick?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I believe that the person that flew that wasn't very far from there, because they went up over the stadium and they went only like 20 feet over the players that were flying around.
Mhm.
So I don't think that they were very far from the stadium. I wouldn't have been surprised if they weren't in the fucking parking lot doing it. Because you guys know, if you go a half a mile away and you drop down in the middle of the neighborhood, you're going to lose your signal, no matter what time it is.
I was thinking kind of like in the same line that I think whoever it was wasn't on the ground. I think they flew this off either a parking structure or some other higher elevation to
That's what I was saying.
to maintain their signal.
That's what I was
to
saying.
get it where they did. So they could have been.
Oh, that's a good point too, Joe.
Stadiums are usually around high-rise areas, buildings wise, and someone could have got access to a roof, to a upper floor, and launched that puppy and flew from a window or a balcony. Who knows?
I didn't think about that. That's a good point.
Because like you say, flying it from the ground, you would better be concerned about losing connection.
All the concrete and all the steel, your signal would be gone.
Yeah. So I think whoever it was somewhere on a upper level of a building or something of that nature.
Not Drake. Could it be a possibility that he was inside the stadium and he just went all the way up to the last bleacher up top, and just do it right there?
So you think he brought the drone inside the stadium and then took off?
I would mark it out. I wouldn't mark it out as impossible, Adrian, but I think the people around him, somebody would have ratted him out.
Right.
Yeah.
Just for general principle, saying, "What are you doing?" Like
all the cameras in the stadium. One of them would have saw him and zoomed in on him.
Right, because somebody would have been pointing to the guy, tomorrow, "Hey, hey!" Something of that nature and stuff. So that's what I think. If somebody outside the stadium, probably on a upper floor of a building or possibly a roof of a nearby building, probably did that at that point. Because like I say, signal for us is always paramount. And that's why when I go places, one of the first things I do is try to find out what's the elevation of the site where I'm flying at, and try to find the highest elevation so I know I have a better signal for my overall flight.
Adrian, that food is so shitty that you're eating it, huh?
I know, he's tearing it up, ain't he? You ate the whole
He ate that
sandwich.
turkey
Now
sandwich. He-
he's eating some chili mac or something over there. But it ain't. It's awful.
It's awfully good.
Yeah, awfully good.
Hospital food's hit or miss. Some hospitals I've been to have really good food, and then some it's crappy.
Dre, I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the camera, but are your fingers green? Have you been painting?
My fingers green? I
No,
don't know.
it's just the way his cameras.
Reflection. Yep.
You see that?
Yeah, I see it.
Like if you bring it closer, look. Okay. I thought your finger was dirty with paint or something. Okay.
No. He's printing money in that printer behind him, and the ink's still wet.
I wish I could. Boy. I told my wife, I don't need to win the whole lottery. I need about a couple of dollars here or there, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, Brian posted in TDR. Girls are posting in Facebook. Wonder what this could be. A box, and it was still, sealed, sitting there taking the picture. And I said, it's a box of $100 bills.
Oh man. So you guys been getting the winds down there, Steve?
We got a little bit yesterday, but right now it's not bad at all.
Yeah, we had them a
It's going to
couple
be
of days.
picking up though this week because it's
Yeah.
supposed to get up to 78 on Wednesday.
Yeah, we're talking about maybe 8 out here by Wednesday or Thursday. But my main concern is the wind.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to go out and fly next weekend, and the wind has been the biggest issue. I did my monthly stockpile report, and it was just that little break between Sunday. I went out on Monday evening right after I got working. Right between Sunday and Tuesday, I was able to slide in. You know, and,
Adrian,
that was like, I see that.
Look what Robert Glazer said.
I know.
Maybe that's why they are
Well,
giving it that food.
Don't you have to do that after a colonoscopy too, though, Joy? Don't they make you fart
I'm
before
trying to
you
think. Yeah, I think they do. Yeah.
leave? So
I'm
either
trying
which
to
way,
remember, man. I
Adrian,
just
you got to fart.
well, I know that they'll slide that Metamucil on you in a heartbeat. You gotta be careful. Is it gas or real?
I'm going to send you a bottle of one a day for men, the 50 plus. Okay.
Ideas, if you send me that, I swear to God, I'm gonna come and knock on your door.
Oh man!
Don't send me no BS.
Yeah.
So how long you been in the hospital?
Yes, since yesterday. Since yesterday, 2:30 p.m.
And you haven't seen a doctor yet.
And it's about to be 24 hours.
Wow. Like I say, probably saw a nurse practitioner. That's probably the highest. we've seen.
There were people here when I came in that they were talking. They were saying that they were here since Thursday 9 o'clock in the morning. They haven't been seen
Wow.
I got a bed yet. Yeah.
Did they give you an EKG? Have they done an EKG on you yet?
Yes, everything's came out perfectly fine. My doctor did one yesterday before I even came over here. When I came here, they already done it like 7 times, and it comes out perfect. The heart thing that I have, the heart monitor, everything is perfect. Anytime they do some blood tests, everything comes out perfect.
Were you at work when you started feeling sick?
I'm not feeling sick. I'm just feeling a little bit of heart fluttering. I'm not like feeling sick in any type of way. Shit,
Chest pains.
Chest pains, right? That's where you get extreme chest pains.
I'm not even having chest pains.
No, but what made you go to the hospital?
Like little heart flutters. My doctor told me that if I have it, I need to come over here and get checked out.
So you felt something? You felt like your chest?
Yeah, like
was
a little
hurting.
heart flutter. Yeah, like a little itty bitty little heart flutter. Yeah, I felt it.
So you had this happen before?
Never in my life, no.
Oh,
Was your pulse rate up?
Everything's perfect, Steve-O.
No, I mean, did you? Well, if you ever do it, try taking your pulse to see if your heart rate is up.
Yeah, when I was talking to the 911 operator, she showed me how to do it over the phone. With right here, everything came out perfect. Everything was perfect.
Well, I tell you, Steve, when I first came in here, I told everybody because you can hear the heart monitor at first beeping. I said, if you hear a long tone, everybody drop out of the chat and say it wasn't me.
So you're just gonna leave me here? I'm gonna be like,
hey, ain't gonna be no witnesses, dude. I hope that guy next to you check on you. We ain't gonna be getting investigated from across the country.
They're gonna be
Adrian,
like, wait a minute, who is that bald guy that have the big old guns? Where's he at? California? He didn't do it.
No,
What about that guy that wear glasses with that ugly mustache?
Yeah.
In California, that's not him. What about the one that have the ugly sweater? No, that's not him either. He in Orlando. It gotta be Steve. He looks suspicious. It gotta be him. It got to be him.
Not me. I'm innocent.
No, because we have the same hat, so they're gonna think you did it, Steve.
I know. No, this was just a sign in order to go after the culprit. So they know who to go after.
You gonna point at me, huh? Yeah.
guys, this only been said once by Dre, but in the month of March, for the whole month of March, we're gonna have a giveaway thanks to Draymond Crawford, aka Recovery One Drum. Go ahead, take it over if you want to say something, Dre.
Well, as you see the hat on Mr. Steve Carpenter's head and the one that Adrian's wearing, those will be one of the prizes we'll be giving away each Saturday. Well, maybe change the date when Adrian gets out of the hospital now. But but those will be one of the prizes. And I also show folks the nice fleece hoodies that we got. Gonna be labeled over here. Here we go. Same logos on the hat is gonna be sitting right here. On those, we'll be giving those away. Each that's at least 2 of the Saturdays of the month of March. And also we have shirts, long sleeve shirts with collars. Those also will be given away through the month of March, and along with some stickers. So
what do we have to do to win a prize?
Really nice, Dre. They came out beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let Adrian decide what he wants to do as far as the contest. All I'm saying
heart rate on that day.
Yeah. Guess his heart rate. Yeah. So I gotta say, this is my way of saying thank you to the drone community and you guys who come on here and those who view my channel and others' channel. This is my way of saying thank you. Like I tell you guys, I watch a lot of you guys' stuff. I try to pick up little tidbits, hints, and I might even offer a little suggestion to you from time to time. But I'm constantly learning this, like a lot of us are. I fly as a commercial pilot, and there's still things I need to learn with software. That's why I'll ask questions about Litchi and Drone Deploy and Pix4D and even the Go4 app, and I don't play the Play app, but I'll ask questions because when you do a lot of this work, you don't get a chance to get fully in depth on the whole program. It's kind of
without a doubt.
I do certain things, and that's what I do. So there might be something buried in about 2-3 levels of menus that I never even looked at, that I might need to look at. So like I said, I don't mind coming in these live streams. I learn something. I watch the chat. I ask people questions and ask them about it, what they do. Because like I say, I do quite a bit of flying, but it's repetition flying. Same type of thing I do all the time. So it's like a routine for me. So sometimes I need to learn some new tricks also. So this is, like I said, once again, this is my way of saying thank you to all you guys out there.
That's awesome.
Thank you, man.
And that's very true. We learn a lot from a lot of people, and the community is very, very open with sharing. And that's the best part about it is because like I fly my, the sunset flights live, and then wonderful DJI with their audio on their RMTP is god awful. So there's something wrong with their firmware, and the audio comes out like crap. And so I reached out to Dennis Lovelady and said, hey, what do you do as a workaround? And he told me about the app he uses, Prism, and it's screen share. And I did a test on it just here before. I'm going to try it live here, maybe tonight. But it's people sharing information of what to do and what you can use and workarounds for a lot of different things. And that's what's so great about this community.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I did notice, Steve. When I was watching the rerun on your stream, because I missed it, I did notice that your voice was like cutting out, like just chopping up and cutting out. Really got awful.
It is. It's terrible. And when I was listening to it the first time around, because I usually have either my phone or my tablet to watch the chat.
But before it wasn't like that, though.
No, I know. But you're getting feedback through which I never get using the Go4 app on the Mavic Pro. I don't have that problem. It's like this really high pitched ringing sound when it hits to go live. So there's something in their software is causing some major feedback somewhere.
Hey, Adrian, should Steve leave his bill flat or bend it?
No, leave it flat. No, Steve, no.
Get some bend on that thing.
No, I've had it. It's still new. I've only worn it a couple of times, and it reverts back to its normal size. No,
Justin,
I'm not going to be a Florida Adrian with a straight out bill.
Justin, can I ask you a question?
What?
Do you ever know how to shut the fuck up? Goodness gracious, man.
Look, I got to throw the wrench in there and then walk away. That's what matters.
Oh, man.
Justin,
all right, guys. Well, I'm backing out of here because I got to go first, not go anywhere, but call Apple.
Before you leave, Aldia, before you leave, let us see the remote one more time. You know which one I'm talking about. Have you seen it before, Dre?
Which one is this?
He's going to bring it on in a minute.
Oh, the hardtail? Wow.
Dude, that thing is freaking huge, man.
2,000 nits. It flies amazingly better.
And he's been saying that it makes you, when you fly with your drone, something that have to do with the sticks, it makes it fly a lot smoother
they have this little
the regular controller.
Rubber nub in there, and it just makes it a lot smoother than the OEM sticks. I used this the other day on a job. I love it. It's awesome.
Now, what remote is that for? Al?
That's for the Evo 2.
The Evo 2.
2,000 nits, 8-inch screen.
2,000.
Now, question of the year. You could use it with the question of the year. You could use it with the Autel Evo 2 AK, the 6 Pro, also the Dual and the Enterprise. You could use it with all those.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And that's the version 1, not the V2. The version 1.
That's the version 1. They just re-released it again. You know how they had the chipset change, and they went to a version 2. They re-released the V version 1, and I scooped up on it.
Oh, okay.
So for a limited time, they still have the version 1 available.
They still have it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know how long they'll have it.
On the newer drones, the new Nano.
It does not work with any of those drones. Not even the version 2 works with any of those drones. So
that's dumb.
Well, that's we were just talking earlier, Steve, about the RC Pro by DJI. I said, if they ever unlock it to work with some of the other drones, especially the older ones, then it will become more like the smart controller is now. Smart controller was closed off for several years, and I think that release last September or October when they opened it up. I think gave it at least another 2 years of shelf life. Because now you can fly everything from a Mini 2.
I think they have I think they can fly every drone. I just don't think they're releasing firmware.
That's all it is for most of them. That's all it is.
The transmission protocol is completely different, like with DJI, because like if you go into like the older, like your Phantom, you're running on Lightbridge, and and they went to the V2, and that went to OcuSync. Then they went to OcuSync 2, and now they're on OcuSync 3. And I can see where the controller, unless you release something brand new that is backwards compatible, that's the only way it's going to do it. Because if you have like one in the middle, you're SOL in essence.
Well, that's what I was saying. That having it backwards compatible it shouldn't be that hard. I'm sure it's an extra set of chipsets that you got to have on the board, but I don't think it should be that hard. But like I said, this is how they keep us buying more drones every year.
I tell myself I'm not buying anymore, especially with the remote ID coming out, and then I find myself.
That's my thing. That's why I'm not jumping on the bandwagon. As much as I like to get that Evolve 2, I can't do it until I find out what's going on with remote ID.
Yeah.
Have you like that Evolve 2?
Have you seen that remote ID unit?
I did see that. Wasn't there an article?
The article came out. I'm trying to remember if it was Drone DJ or somebody else had come out with it. It's a portable unit. You just
and they want like what, $200-300 for it?
That's
the price for it was like $200-300.
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's like $2.50.
That's not reasonable. See, as I'm saying, something that we're mandated to have at that price range on no matter what drone you're flying, that's too high. That's too high. That's almost the price of a drone.
Yeah.
You talk about one of the minis, that's the price of a drone.
Yeah.
So basically you just double the cost of a drone that you thought you were going to spend $300-400 on. Now you got to double it up and just get a little module.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what's going to happen. Like DJI hasn't come out with anything. Altel hasn't come out with anything.
DJI is in deep trap right now.
I truly believe DJI and even Autel has the ability to. The technology is already there. It's just going to be a firmware. I think it's already. Like I said, when you do the ADBS, all you're doing is open it up completely. Because if I can see another plane come in, why can't I in turn send out a signal for them to see me? Like I said, you have it one way already. So why not you just open the complete protocol up so I can be seen also?
Take care, Justin.
All right, guys. I'm out of here myself.
I'll see you later, Aldias. Thank you.
All right, Dre.
Adrian, get better. Stay away from the Rocon Gandules. All right, bud?
Go fly your drone, man.
I'll see you in about 5 hours. I'm sure this live stream will still be going on. All right, guys. Later.
Take care.
Good to
see you.
Take care.
Now I do agree, Dre. That maybe if DJI get their act together, they could make it better. But are they really going to listen and do it?
Well, like you say, like any other corporation, they're there to make sure their bottom line stays solid. When I say bottom line, money. And like I say, DJI will get to a point that they can say, okay, is it beneficial for us as a company to hold our consumers hostage on this and make them buy more products than to open it up so they can fly all the products? You see what I'm saying? You know, you make yourself exclusive. So like I say, like when they first came out with it, they only work with the Mavic 3.
Yeah.
Okay. And then all of a sudden,
remember we had that conversation on my last the last time.
Right.
But now they made it compatible that you could fly, you could compile with the Air 2S now.
Right. I was going to get to that because then they came out with a controller that just worked with the Air 2S, and one didn't work with the other. But now they did a firmware update that no matter which one you buy, what package, the controller can operate both drones. So see what I'm saying? That you have people go out and buy it with the Mavic 3, and then you got folks that got a little excited about, well, you still get the smart control, the Pro controller with the Mavic Air 2S, but then people got ticked off, said, well, now I can't use it with the Mavic 3 that I spent money on also.
Correct.
So some folks out there have two smart remote RC controllers.
Yeah.
Because they were in a rush to buy it with the Mavic 3, turned around, thought they were going to get a bargain, or some folks get a bargain with the Air 2S, and now you got two of them.
Yeah, and that's where I believe, well, like you were saying on my stream the last time, where you're saying that different companies have a different package, and they for somehow they got the system to only be compatible with that one drone only. I think it was a dumb idea because again, DJI didn't even have that sale. Only B&H Photo had the sale. That was the only people doing it.
And I say, and it made it exclusive.
Correct, but now B&H don't even have that anymore. Now I heard that DJI now is going to come up with the same deal.
And I don't, like I say, it benefits them in the long run. Like I say, B&H, they made that for B&H, no big deal. But like now is no matter where you buy it at, either be straight from DJI or B&H or whoever else is selling the RC Pro, it can work with both drones. So those folks who were on the fence about it before, now they're going to run out and get it. Yeah. But at first, you have people trying to be first in line, trying to buy both packages, and now they're stuck.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think you are correct as far as the remote ID portion of it, Dre. I agree with you, but the problem going to be is the different manufacturers are going to have their own protocol.
Well, I think
they're not going to go into one because DJI and Autel and everybody else is going to have a different protocol on their system, and it can't be the same because they're going to keep the patents so they can keep their FCC, patents out there.
Well,
so
I get what you're saying on that, but I think if the FAA and the FCC get together, they will set the standard. I know that's an oxymoron, them getting together. But I think that they're the ones are the ones setting the requirement.
Yeah.
So I'm saying they have to set the standard. Now, no matter if Autel makes one that their style of it, and DJI makes their style of it, as long as they both meet the qualifications and the parameters of what the FAA and the FCC says, that's why I said it could be done internally with the existing components that are in the drone. Because and then you have third party people. Guys, to say if you're somebody who makes it unique themselves, same thing problem we have with the controllers. That means you're going to have a module that only is going to work with Autel, or you're going to have one that only works with DJI. And what about third party people? Are they going to sell two different versions, a DJI version and a Autel version? Or then you got to go out. You got to make a version for Hubsan and make a version for FEMI and make a version for whoever else. Because, like I say, you're talking about intellectual property rights that everybody's going to want something for their own individual drones. We're not even talking about the cheap ones that will still be required to have a remote ID module.
Yeah.
So then you're talking about how many modules they're going to make to satisfy each drone manufacturer.
Now, to answer Mike Kinney, he actually have a point somehow. However, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Dre, but when it comes to the standard controller, it only has 2 antennas.
Correct.
But the RC Pro now has 4. It has the 2, because you know how with the first generation, how the antennas come from the bottom, they either go like that or go up. But this one is now like the conventional old stock control. You know what I mean? Antenna like the other controller.
Right.
You know
It has the antenna stick straight up instead of
Correct.
down, and then they have where the old antennas are still embedded in the controller itself.
Correct.
Yeah,
However,
on the top.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. However, Dre, on the RC Pro, according to what I've been reading and I've been hearing, the first smart controller only have 2 antennas. The RC Pro got 4 antennas. So that actually gives you more coverage, Mike Kenny. You know what I mean? I don't think that it only have to do with the legs. You know what I mean? But the AccuSync 3 is supposed to be better. And it gives you, and you have a lower latency with the RC Pro compared to the original, you know what I mean, first generation smart controller. Which the latency in that one is still great as long as you're not screen recording. But the second you start doing that, it goes to shit.
Yeah, well, like I say, that's just processing power. That's all. Just like with your own computer you deal with. You start having too many things go on, it slows down. And that's all that is. It's chipsets that process things in a different clock setting. And all that is, as far as your latency and everything else. I think the general components of both controllers are the same. Like I say, the RC Pro doesn't have a much better screen than the smart controller. So basically, the only thing they really improved upon was the connectivity, and it handles the AccuSync 3. It's the only thing they say. You put more antennas on anything. You put more antennas on your router in your house, you get better coverage, in your house. So, like I say, other than that, it's just all about internal. That's why I say firmware is going to be the opening of the door on the RC Pro. It's going to be coming out of firmware. Like I said, they showed it with the smart controller, because when that smart controller been around since 2017, 2018, when the smart controller came out.
Yeah, something like that, I believe.
Yeah. Somebody get that, hopefully.
Call from 10. Note GA. Call from 10.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Note GA.
City Morgue, you stab him, we slap him.
As soon as I pick it up, somebody else did. But that's what I'm saying. That when it came out, that was kind of the knocks on it. And like some of the original knocks with the smart controller are the same on the RC Pro. Neither one is third party compatible to anything.
Correct.
So that's my biggest gripe. Not the distance of how far it connects to, or some of the other things that people are a little bit touchy about. My thing is, if you really want to improve it, you should open it up to third-party apps. So I truly only have to use one controller for anything I want to use it for.
Correct.
Like I did my tablet. I get my tablet out. I can use Go 4 app. I can use Pilot app. I can use Litchi. I can use Drone Deploy. A host of other kind of apps.
Correct.
Now, you really want to make the RC Pro opened up like that? Everybody would be going to get it.
But
That way,
you know, but you know one thing with the RC Pro, Dre, they're only making it to where it only has 16 gigabyte of internal memory. So it doesn't really have any memory to even download. You know what I mean? That much apps make it run, fast. Because I'm sure that if you bug it, just fill it up with a bunch of BS, it's probably going to start lagging eventually.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's going to eventually start lagging if you have too much stuff on it. That's just any device, your phones, anything you have electronically has storage space on it. If you fill it up, it will slow down.
Yeah,
that's just the way it is. But that's what I'm saying, that from my perspective of what I would want to see the RC Pro come out with, or should have came out with, was its ability to add on third-party apps to make it the ultimate one-stop shop controller.
And another thing that the RC Pro is doing is that it does not let you record directly to your SD card. Like it won't let you, I guess, download any catch or like screen recording directly to the SD card. Now you have to. It's gonna go down. It's gonna be downloaded to your memory on the RC Pro. Then you could transfer it to the SD card or plug it into your computer, and then it will download to your computer.
So even if you put an SD card in it, because does it have an SD card slot? I know the original
It does have an SD card slot, but you cannot record directly to the SD card. They haven't made it available. On the first generation, it does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you could make it to where you could have everything on the SD card and not on the on the remote. Because that's the way I have mine set up.
Right.
I was going to ask Robert. He says he's not having any problems. He's got good reception on the RC controller. Are you having problems with GPS connection at startup?
Thank you.
I also have chapstick and hand sanitizer.
Huh?
I also have chapstick and hand sanitizer.
I could have some sanitizer. Yes. Thank you.
Flip the camera around.
Come back. Hold on. Want to come back around.
Yeah.
One thing with what Robert said, though. I think I put in an antenna mod. Yes, a lot of people actually put in that antenna mod on the original controller and makes it a lot better. Mm-hmm. However, that looks like it's very hard to do. Thank you. However, I think they call it the Alien Tech antenna. You know what I'm talking about, Dre?
I've heard about them, yeah.
People? Okay. Anyway, but to answer Robert Glazier, that is true because I've seen a lot of people take the drone, even behind mountains and stuff like that, or behind stuff, and it flies smoothly. But when they use the first generation one, it starts cutting out. You know what I mean? Once they hit, so they're not even that far. But the fact that is something in front of it, it starts cutting out. But with the RC Pro, it doesn't. Like the signal just boosted all around.
It's more directional, from what I've heard. The pattern, if you look at it, and I remember seeing a sketch showing kind of like the pattern, an array for the antenna pattern. It's more directional than the original.
And even with the screen recording on the RC Pro, Dre and Steve, oh my goodness, it's flawless. Like you don't see no kind of latency at all whatsoever. It's just smooth. And you know that I'm a screen recording guy. I love doing screen recording. Yes, you can. Rodney is right here in the chat. I just put it in the chat, Rodney, if you want to pop on in, buddy. It's
I'll
right
put
there.
it for you.
28 sets. That's impressive.
You already did. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's right there, Rodney, if you want to come on in,
Robert
buddy.
Glazier said he gets 28 satellites. That's impressive. I think the highest I've ever got is maybe 20 satellites ever.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, because I know Mikey, Philly Drone Life, he did that one. It was like almost 5 minutes, and even Russ from 51 Drones, where he's up there in North Dakota. He's got the same problem, and a lot of people have got this problem. It's taken him because, for whatever reason, on the Mavic 3, they're not using GLONASS
Right.
GPS satellite array,
Mhm.
which is, to me, foolish as can be. You should be using to be able to pick up every array possible.
Yeah, and I guess that kind of backs up the what was it, the article that came out earlier in the week about the Chinese government having so much interest or backing up DJI. Hey, Mr. Rodney Bill.
Hey, Mr. Steve. Hey, Mr. Dre. Hey, Adrian.
No.
Everybody in the chat.
It's not Rodney Bell. It's Big Sexy. Get it straight.
Big Sexy, huh?
I
Okay,
should have
Big
never
Sexy.
even never even mentioned that this morning.
Big Sexy. Okay. But back to you saying, Steve, I think that gives a little credibility to that story, is that by them not going with the GLONASS and going with the Chinese technology of satellites, it just shows the intricate, interwoven relationship between DJI and the Chinese government.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, I tell people it's all about a numbers game. When you talk about satellites, the more satellites you got up, the better reception you're going to get.
And I'm wondering if their conflict with the United States, if that had anything to do with it too.
Yeah, and like you say, I tell people, I said when the Russians were putting up satellites almost 2-to-1 at some point during the Cold War, compared to what we were putting up. So the majority of satellites up there are U.S. and Soviet satellites. So you're more inclined to get quicker response, quicker home point lock on, because just the numbers game, the number of satellites you have opportunity to lock on to. The Chinese has only been putting up satellites for the past 20 years, 25 years, So they're still trying to grow their fleet of satellites. So like I said, there's no way to compete just in sheer numbers, unless they're making better satellites that they don't need as many. So like I say, that just goes back like to that story of the relationship between so-called independent countries that operate in China compared, and the government influence they have over them. I'm sure that had to be taken into account. Because why would you want to make something that's going to be harder for people to gain connectivity with?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And there's so much we don't know behind the scenes in the military. They're going to do what they're going to allow, and other countries keeping them out, because there is a lot of.
Well, that's when we invited Mr. Rodney Bell in. With that surface to naval warfare knowledge. He knows all about those satellites.
Now,
I don't know.
And Tomahawk missiles.
I don't know a thing about nothing.
Adrian, that's the first clue. He knows a lot. When they say I don't know
exactly. Now, I do have a question for you, Big Sexy.
All right.
What is up with the come over? I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong, but the come over.
What are you trying? It's long.
He needs a haircut.
Dude, he's trying to be a teenager for real. He really is.
Get his ears lowered.
I'm a hippie.
Easy, brother.
Right on.
Right.
Oh man, I had flashbacks to the '60s. Right, you've been there.
Oh, I was just a youngin' in the '60s, but I've been there.
Yeah. Steve, you too.
It was an afro.
Now, Ronnie, all jokes aside, did you ever get that Phantom drone fixed? Did you ever find out how much it's going to cost?
It's in for repairs right now.
Did you send it to DJI?
No, I ended up sending it to Thunder Drones.
Okay, and they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it fixed.
Yeah, I figure instead of sending it to DJI and no telling how long it'll take to get back.
Yeah.
And Mark Fisher in Drone One recommended them.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but then what is it? I want to say, did Robert Schultz? Anyway, the guy that runs Thunder Drones, he posted a picture the other day of a finger that he got cut from a propeller on one of the drones he was working on. I'm like, I hope that wasn't mine.
I say he's really showing a lot of confidence in his ability, huh?
Well, you know, it's easy to get if you're not paying attention to what you're doing, you can get your fingers in those props and they'll be more than happy to cut it.
Oh yeah.
Then things are spinning so fast with the high resolution, it will hurt you.
Yes.
It does.
Because believe me, I've been stung by the one from the Spark before, and even though the little thing is small, but them propellers hurt because they got me pretty good.
And you'd think, especially with the drones that where the blades fold, like the Mavic Air and the Mavic, you would think that if it hit you, it would just fold back.
No way. It's like a serrated knife. I laid my pinky open here 6 places. I was hand catching it, and all of a sudden this person talked to me when I was looking, and I went to look around, and the wind shifted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was like grab a wad of paper towels, pack it up.
So have you heard from the doctor or anything yet, Adrian?
I heard from my cardiologist, and he said that he don't even know why I'm here because he checked everything and everything was perfect. However, they are gonna do one more thing and then get me out of here. But that was at 9 o'clock this morning when he said it's about to be 2, and I'm still waiting.
They didn't do an angiogram or anything like
Nice
that?
lady just said that it might be 10 o'clock before I get out of here, or maybe.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Hey, Rodney, he might have needed a good helping with SOS.
Yeah.
Say, Adrian, you won't know about that. Rodney and Steve might. I know they served that in the Air Force, but we had SOS.
Oh yes,
in the Navy Marine Corps. That's some good stuff.
That
It
is.
is.
That's good stuff.
And there's actually 2 versions of it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, well, there's the version with the corned beef and gravy.
Right.
And then there's the version that's kind of like it's more like a spaghetti sauce. And over toast and with ground beef. So
Okay.
there's 2 versions of it.
Yeah, I've had it. Well, sausage and the chip beef with the white gravy. I've had it like that most of the time. Yeah, good stuff. We find somebody who actually knows how to make it, and it sticks with you, Adrian. You eat a plate of that, you ain't got to eat the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Well, that's a fact too.
Your ribs.
Yep. Yep.
I got something I want to show Rodney, and I need you to tell me, Rodney, is this accurate? Hold on, let me pull it up. Is that accurate?
It ain't up yet.
It ain't up yet.
Oh, there we go. That's a close match there, bud.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's real close.
Yeah.
That was a little Snapchat of Big Sexy right there.
Yeah.
Hey, Ed, love
What
my
were you
drones in
doing?
the house.
What were you doing, Adrian, when this fluttering occurred?
When it happened, Steve, to be honest with you, I don't even have to do anything. I've been here just relaxing, and I've had it.
No. When it occurred for you when you were at work, what were you doing?
When I was at work, just working, doing my normal job. That's it.
Were you moving around, turning something, lifting something?
I could be sitting down just driving. I could be moving around. I could be picking up heavy stuff. It just happens anytime. It doesn't matter what I'm doing.
Oh wow!
Who are all these bots that keep coming in?
Hey, Adrian, I'm gonna pop out. I do have the rest of my day to do something positive, so
Yeah.
I just want to check on you, Brooke. I know you called me last night, and I kind of like think too much about it. I said he'll be okay. Then I see you in the hospital today, so I had to pop in and make sure he's good.
Yes, sir. It's been about 3 hours that I've been here as well. But Big Sexy just came in, so let me go ahead and give him a few minutes just to wind down.
Well,
He gonna tell me he love me.
if you gotta go,
All right.
He gonna tell me, Dre, I don't care. You could look at him like he's a big old bear. Rodney loves the hell out of me. He loves me. Do you hear me? He told me that before.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, all right. You guys take care.
Hey,
I'm out.
Dre, you have a good one, brother.
All right.
Now Steve-O,
Yes, sir.
he could play all hardcore all he want. He told me before on the phone. On
Don't
text,
listen to
I
him,
got
Steve.
proof.
Don't listen to him.
I got proof.
You know as well as I do, he lies, man.
Rodney's a pushover.
I
He's a
got
good
proof,
man.
Steve-O. I am a
Good
good
man.
man. You know I am.
Caring man.
Who? Me? Oh yeah, I care. Not about Adrian, but I care.
Here we go. How you doing, Sunrise Water Media? How you doing, Big Chris? Thank you for popping in, man.
Big Chris with the K. I like Chris. Chris is so good at what he does, man. So good.
I need to learn how to do that side by side, like I was telling you on your stream earlier.
That is hard to do because you have to take two videos and then you have to match them up so it's seamless. And he does a darn good job of it.
And that's what I'm saying, because it's like it's all gotta just be perfect. You know what I mean? Like when he looking and the other one looking and he talks, and the hand movement, everything gotta be coordinated. So yeah, you're right. It works.
He's a very talented man, not only just in the video, but in his music.
Yes, he does good music too. You know, Steve's right. He creates his own music for his videos. I don't think I've heard any mainstream video music from him.
From who?
Chris.
Okay.
Sunrise Water Media.
Yeah.
He creates that music himself.
Hey Donnie, how you doing, the View Chaser? Thank you for popping in, buddy.
Danny, how's it going, brother?
Hello, Dan.
Yeah, Ronnie. This morning when you were doing your, hey, hold on 1 second. The nurse is right here.
Sure.
He's got to get up and chase her.
Yep. They're probably looking at him going, "What the hell are you doing here?"
Well, you know, Steve, when I was in the hospital, between the hours of 10 and 5, I was under a do not disturb order. In other words, the nurses couldn't come in and give me any shots or anything. They opened the door to check on me, but I was supposed to be sleeping.
Yeah.
They'd come in at 1, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on the phone with either Matt North, Ari, Rick Halber, or any number of people. And they're like, "Mr. Bell, what are you doing?" I'm like, I'm talking to a friend of mine. You're supposed to be sleeping. They're like, "I can't sleep."
Yes, they are, Jack. They
I
are good for
agree.
the heart.
I agree, Scott. They are good for the heart, especially the ones I had. My surgery nurse, she was really nice. And then when they put me over into the recovery ward, I wish I could remember their names now. I remembered their names forever.
Did they sign your pillow?
Huh?
Did they sign your pillow?
They did sign my pillow, now that I think about it. So I could go look at that. Anyway, but they were really good people. So
Yeah, Chris was saying there, the challenge I made to myself is that I won't use any music that I didn't create, which is why it takes me so long to upload.
Well, I can imagine it. To write music, it's not something that most people can do in an hour or two. You know,
You're
It all
talking
takes time.
days, weeks. In my case, never.
But yeah, I'm not very musical, so if it wasn't for Epidemic Sound, I wouldn't probably have any music at all. No. So how you been doing there, Big Steve?
So guys, they're about to do a test on me, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and go. Thank you
All
all.
right, brother. You take care, man. Thanks for letting me in.
All right.
Hey, Steve, can I give